Time is the enemy, the past, it threatens the fastest weapon. You wouldn't make it past a second, and that's the question. Play it brash and reckless, or choose a cautious solution you thought was prudent. In any sepulcher, pulchritude will become the putrid. It's that wealth that I'm pursuing. No mountain too steep or dungeon too deep to send expendable marks up to the top of the peak or beneath. They see you bleed, they come like sharks to it, while I swim in that money bin like Carl Barks druid. So send your national parks druid, I'll send him home in a natural box with a closed top and most of the parts included. Save your breath for a cleric confessor. Death is a lesson and life is a tenured professor. But if you're seeking my official advice, sign on the dotted line, initial it twice.
Hello, I'm Tycho Brahe of Penny Arcade and PAX. Children, get your shit under control.
I was being good, teacher.
Yeah, as usual, left side of the table's got their shit together.
Yeah, right.
Get this new kid. You got some. This new kid came in.
She's a bad influence on me.
Bad girl, Holly Conrad.
I just said I was scared. What?
Here, we're gonna listen. We're gonna reboot. Listen. Hello, I'm Tycho Brahe of Penny Arcade and PAX. I am also a Minifus Hereward Drun, CEO of Acquisitions Incorporated. But today, I'm Jerry Holpins. I'm going to run a game of Dungeons and Dragons for my friends. To my right, Dragonborn narcissist Dinar Blitzen.
Been waiting for an elevator door to open.
Yeah, I know.
To the
How wrong will I get
right
it?
of my right, the Sorcerer Supreme, Strix.
That was flattering.
Yeah, it works. Now, to the right of my right, repping the natural world, Walnut Dawn Grass. That's right. Now, to my left.
It's like a messed up bird.
Yeah.
Got a butt with the back of the hand.
It's a very upset bird.
Yeah.
Big trouble. To my left, not your grandma's grandma, except for those rare cases in which she is your grandma's grandma, Rosie Beestinger.
What?
I want to apologize ahead of time.
Are these signals? Is this that something's going to happen? Like, do I need to get under the table? Like,
Yeah, we're communicating a lot about you right
Duck
now.
and cover. To the left of my left, emerging as though from a mist shroud, Cthulhu Drow.
I can do this.
Everyone knows how to jerk off a drow.
Yeah, you pull the hands away right away. Yeah. You know what I mean? Now,
Still happening.
Yeah, you were being polite through all that. Those all had horrible meanings.
every one of them, I should have warned you ahead of time that these creatures that I've introduced you to and put you very, very near
Yes.
are strange beasts, and they excrete things.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All the time. We already told her the show is extremely horny. So.
Well, and I took an opportunity there to add yiffing in because I know that there are enthusiasts.
Yeah, and there's no representation on the show, so let's get to it.
Yeah.
Get the
All
ball rolling.
Dude, Forest Friends. I mean, that
That is-
All right, 6 foxes come around a boulder. It's like,
Forest
yeah.
friends with benefits.
6 foxes. No, but they're like foxes. But they're like
They're bipedal.
no. They're like the football. It's like the captain of the football team at an all fox high school.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Is this,
yeah.
Am I getting?
All
Is
right.
this working?
Yeah.
It's like a dating sim.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's Disney's Robin Hood.
I said, yeah, he was
That
attractive
fox?
to everyone.
Oh,
Yeah, come on.
Okay, here. We're gonna roll it back in now.
Table talk.
Table talk is going to be a lot of yiffing. Just keep that in mind. Hey, so when last we saw our heroes, they had taken a delightful tour around the cloaker city of Wrangler Noroth, where our own Rosie Beestinger learned something very unique about the staff of the master. That is to say, it is not 100% a staff in the classic sense. It is, in fact, a coherent lozenge of shaped shadow. And she learned this because she made a special friend at the end of a bridge where one often finds good friends. Sive E. Selmer, a sort of shadow enthusiast, for lack of a better term.
Yeah.
You were able to bond over a shared interest in the plane of shadow, some overlap there. You were able to ride the the capital portion of Wrangler Noroth, around an incredible underground lake. Imagine a dark Disneyland ride, and that's more or less the scenario. You traveled through multiple districts, eventually coming to land at the sort of district where the Shadow Weavers hold sway. Now, obviously, what you learned from Scythe is that their society is broken up into these castes, but there's representation for each caste in each of these. But in each of the 4 districts, one of the castes holds sway.
We did not explore the Eastern District.
That is
Cartography.
And
Yeah.
hey, look,
Three.
we're
right.
looking at all these districts, but when do we get to districts?
Ha!
Oh,
Hi, everyone.
Shadow Council.
yeah.
Marilyn, please.
Honestly, that brought me so much joy. I loved
Did it? Oh.
It did, actually. It did.
Okay.
And when things had wrapped up at the end, very near the end, my cauldron tipped. Obviously, Shadow Council, may our labors please you. You were able to secure, on some kind of strange mission, a variety of odd, not wholly Euclidean toys for the youth.
3 of them.
3 of them.
Scammed him into 3.
Oh yeah, absolutely, absolutely. He seems to think that the entire surface world, all the towns he knows about, are right by each other. He's got some misconceptions just geographically, generally speaking. But as the game was wrapping to a close, sales in the Shadow Weaver district of Wrangler Noroth had started to people had started to filter out a bit, and it was becoming much quieter in this place. But as I suggested before, there's a lot of strange business that takes place inside this this realm. Walnut Dawngrass
Yes.
of the Enclave, Panax Anima. You hear a scritch inside your level 2 Documancy satchel.
Okay. I'm assuming something's going on in my ledger.
Oh, that's a very reasonable assumption. I mean, I don't know. I'm experiencing all of this with you.
I see.
Like, I'm curious about what's in there as well.
Well, so I open it up and I take a look.
God, what is there? Let's gaze there together.
I open up my Documancy satchel, and inside I find a beautifully filigreed
Yeah. Oh, yeah. You know, it's
ledger.
it's marvelous.
Yeah. I think
I
we can
flip it
all
open.
agree.
At the top, in the secretarian's fine hand, you recognize it instinctively, having seen it many times prior. It says that the requested help is now imminent.
Great.
It says Omen has authorized the use of an incredibly powerful sorceress, a term he persists in using, though I have told him many times sorcerer is appropriate for men and women.
So I look at this and I'm just thinking, this is amazing.
It
Omen
continues
really does
down.
Care. Oh wow.
You're like, oh, this is great, and then it's like you know, as a sorcerer of some renown, a creature originally of the interplanar hub of Sigil. Her powers are considerable, and it is our belief that even a momentary application of her mystic prowess will resolve any problems that you are having in the Underdark and allow a quick return to the surface.
Okay, Walnut knows what half of those words mean. But she looks in the ledger and she looks at everybody else and she goes, oh, head office is sending us an expert. And it seems like their qualifications are just off the charts. Amazing.
Thank you.
Perhaps the most powerful magic user we've ever seen. And I look at this like, maybe there's something for you to learn here.
This is incredible. I can't wait. Omen finally pulled through.
There is a note that is additionally written below this that says it should be established that she is roughly on par in terms of mystic power with that of James Dark Magic, which I believe the party is familiar with.
I go, And get this, she's better than Jim Dark Magic.
That's right.
It's like his power, but not him.
Yeah.
It's already better.
All the pluses, none of the minuses.
Wow, I'm sold.
Yeah.
As you're reading this, you look up and you notice that, by and large, the populace has begun to sort of filter out and go their ways. Either cloakers leaving their sort of helm-shaped roost shops and slithering inside the cracks of the central area. The whole place is sort of ringing with that hum. But there are groups of what appear to be drow soldiers tarrying much longer than other groups, and they appear to be looking around in a suspicious way, looking over the people and groups as they leave, and they're very, very intent. You can tell they are assessing this situation with profundity. You begin to hear another sound, almost orthogonal to the rest of the hum that from your friend Rosie maintains the shadow stuff. It's a song that the cloakers sing that Saiv has learned, and this new sound is just sort of like a low wail, like a prisoner at the bottom of a well.
Great.
And you hear
A
it close.
literal
No,
whale.
it's very close. It's very not a whale.
Different words then.
Yeah. Something brushes against your leg.
Okay.
It sort of skitters out from between some crates, and you can see this faceless creature sort of looking sightlessly around the dark cavern, only a mouth stretched open wide on its face. It says,
Oh my god. I hate it.
and it climbs out, brushes past your boot, leaving some trail of something along the right edge. It skitters out damn near the center of this thoroughfare, and at the sound of this horrid wailing, this drow contingent begins to swivel their heads toward it with something like interest and something like terror.
Sure.
Looking over across at another one of these helms, you can see another sort of stretched, faceless creature mount to the top of the helm and then look down and see what may be its only friend in the world. And it says, and it skitters down the face, flops down on its back, rolls over, claws its way back out to the front, and the two of them begin to dig furiously into the shadow stuff that makes up the bridge. Hands pull their way out of the tiny rend that they have made. Two more of these creatures begin to ululate at one another. And then it is at this point that you see the tip of a hat emerge. And you see a creature that you think might be a person, but you would have to get closer. It could be an ambulatory pile of trash, like a shambling mound, something like that. Maybe a tailor, maybe an elemental made from tailor's scraps. You can see basically sort of pushed from this little rend that they have managed to make in the physical properties of the shadow plane. Oily black smoke accompanies her into this place, and as soon as the work is done, the creatures seem terrified by what they've accomplished. And they begin to skitter away, leaping on top of helms, jumping out, crawling around, trying to get into cracks. Cloakers don't want them.
Yeah.
Cloakers hate them.
And
weird trick.
there's one weird trick. Cloakers, but you can see like a cloaker, but like in like a dentist's jacket with a stethoscope.
The flask.
But inside the flask is Strix. And this entity that you see now just laying before you flat in the middle of this rapidly emptying scene but 100% definitely attracting the attention of this contingent of drow priestesses and soldiers.
How many?
Over here, 5.
Dude doesn't know.
Cthulhu would be better at knowing the exact ranks and echelons of these people.
The
but
exact amount.
Their raiment,
You decide. How many are there?
5.6.
Can I count? Good. Not a bad roll.
Oh shit, 20. Ah!
I don't know.
So this person is, their clothes are slick with blood.
Oh no.
Like this person has arrived very near you in more or less just a pile of bones and shredded robes.
Well, I thought it was our sorcerer, but it couldn't
It's
possibly
impossible.
Just ooh after
Impossible.
ooh after ooh.
But we don't immediately, our problem is the drow that are paying attention, right? Like we don't want the attention of these drow.
be. No.
They're out for blood.
Can I try, is Scythe anywhere near me?
Yeah, Sive is watching all of this with some interest.
Okay. I'm going to try something, which is just pulling the old lady bluff card. She's like, oh no, that shadow experiment didn't go well at all, did it? We'll try this one again. Let's clean this mess up. Don't worry about this. I'm still learning. I'm new.
There is a woman with just frost white hair, who with a sort of headdress that goes back, silver legs meeting in front of her face, looks over. It's all that's required is that she look, and in an instant, her retinue has formed some kind of a protective barrier in front of her. Like all that was required was that she think for a second about what she wanted them to do, and it was done in an instant. So you're moving out.
Yeah, I'm just going to try to protectively collect this pile of trash, and just to get the drow's attention away from us, just to be like, this wackadoo old lady doesn't know how to control the shadow, and so yikes, idiots, and just get out of the line of sight, so that we can clean up
These goofballs.
Yeah.
Okay, so she is in absolutely miserable shape.
Okay, but has the drow stopped paying attention? Or are they still-
Right now, they are maintaining what they see as a defensive position against whatever
Sure.
shenanigan
Yeah.
has been maintained here.
Okay, so this is clearly an organic creature that is losing its life matter.
Yes, quickly.
Okay. Can anyone do anything about that?
Can I look at this commander?
Yes.
Am I able to
Priestess.
identify the priestess? Yeah. Is it somebody that I might identify other than that she's a priestess?
No, you don't. There's nothing particular about it.
Okay. I'm just familiar with it. That's what she is.
Yeah.
Okay.
Oh
She's
yeah,
dangerous,
the
yeah.
raiment and the raiment and literally every micro action of her retinue communicate that she exists at a pretty robust point in this hierarchy.
I'll go to the pile of meat and cloth.
You can see the bugs have just started to leave her, as if they know
Oh,
they're just
sadly.
they're abandoning ship. You can see spiders and a couple of snails
turn.
just leaving.
Yeah.
She's no good.
Snails. Yeah. She had some snails too, and they're
Even
just
the
they're like, oh, time to leave.
Like, are you okay?
She's
She is
bleeding out.
Yeah. I don't think she's okay.
I don't think she's okay. Or it, I guess. I don't
Yeah.
think it's okay. I'm trying to rifle around in there to find a pulse.
Well, the merciful thing to do, I pull out my sword.
No.
is just
Put it down.
no. As you're rifling around, you're finding jars of tongues.
Yeah.
Absolutely, just random blades that don't have any hilts for no reason.
No pulse though.
Well-
I'm digging.
The way it was summoned was creepy and gross. So no reason to think this is on our side, but also should probably heal it enough to get an answer.
Yeah, what would your god want you to do?
I would lay on hands just a couple HP, just
Yeah.
to be like, get us straight, stop coughing blood and give me an answer.
Okay.
But not strong enough to attack me.
That's fair.
You know?
Yeah,
You know what
yeah.
I mean?
Just
one
lay
of
on
these guys?
lay on your
Yeah, yeah.
pinky finger.
Yeah.
Like on hand.
Right.
Yeah.
Like that.
So how many?
Four.
Yeah, how many are you giving me?
I don't know. You look like you're in dire straits.
Yeah.
So like 3.
Oh, great. Thanks.
Hey, there's more where that came from. You tell me what I want to hear, and there's more where that came
Yeah, as
from.
soon as you do that, and
First 3 is free.
she wakes up and she just like looks around, immediately grabs your face and just vomits on you.
Nice.
All right. The sword comes back out. She's not here to help, guys.
It's just like she gets on the ground. She's like, "Where am I? Where am I?
Are you here to save us?
Oh no! Oh no! Oh no! Was it? Oh no!" And she just like looks at her. Do you know an omen?
Yes, personally.
Well, that pushes people out of the way.
Pushes everybody out of the way. And she grabs her hand and she's like, yes, I know Omen. I know him very well, so well.
My party's dying right now. Where am I?
Do you guys? Quick question. Do you recognize each other from the gift giving thing?
I think.
Is that in
I think
canon?
the canon.
I don't know.
Is it in canon?
Is that in
know.
Elseworld? Is that
It is in canon.
Okay,
right.
it's in canon. You guys already know each
Oh,
other.
all right.
Okay, well, it's dark.
Yes.
True.
Well,
It's dark.
yeah.
You're freaking out.
Yeah.
Imagine a dark Christmas.
Right.
We could say once you've been
Okay.
healed and then your form, then we recognize
Yeah.
the form.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Right.
Okay, sure.
Right. So then she screams again. Goes, "Ah!" So gets away from you.
Yeah.
Oh, I didn't recognize you down there.
Thanks. Feelings hurting monster.
So you wouldn't happen to be this great sorcerer from Sigil, would you?
Yet, I mean, a great is not a word that I usually hear. So maybe.
Well, head office said that they sent us an astounding sorcerer that's going to help us with all of our problems.
And she'll just like look over at the drow and just be like,
It's great, like cheese grate is what they meant.
Yes.
"Is that your problem?"
This one's our drow.
Now wait. Now you guys all rushed in to the
Yeah.
center of the drow circle, right? I did not rush in. I
Good.
stayed behind.
Good. That's probably smart.
And I had to get these drow out of here. So I am going to. You'll see. No,
You'll all see.
Strix around you. The ground begins to stretch a trace out around you, and little dust is rising, and it is the symbol of Lolth.
Oh.
Oh, why?
Now I'm the DM.
You roll.
And then, okay, I don't want to do this. Okay, from where I was standing, I
Just
throw-
behind.
behind the group, right?
Yeah.
I throw back my hood, my cover, and I now appear to be a much darker drow woman,
Oh.
and my voice didn't change, so you can tell. But now I approach and I say, "A blessing, a blessing from our great and incredible evil spider queen. I love it. This one I have conjured for my use. Stand aside. I will take this one's leave of me, for me." I'm trying to speak like a very, like undercommon, but
Yeah.
like the most highbrow
Version of it.
dialect I know.
The most Salvatore you can think of.
Yeah, exactly. You're cranking the R to the A.
Double R, double
Yeah,
R.
yeah.
Oh.
So, at this truly, authentically bizarre suggestion of describing the events that have just occurred, this sort of phalanx continues to move forward toward the party, and the priestess just walks at a leisurely pace behind this protective sphere.
But not addressing anybody.
No, just looking upon you with some curiosity. She says, Sister, I see no raiment of the priesthood upon you.
No, because this one stole it. I called to our sweet, delicious arachnid goddess that we all love very much, very fond of. And I made the request of her that she bring this thief back to me for my personal brand of demented justice that all drow practice, just as you and I do, regular old drow. And I see that my prayer was answered. What did you do with my things? I'm very cross with you.
She's
She's just standing there with her mouth open, like, and she drops a fireball right there.
for real?
Yeah.
Okay.
Initiative, please.
Oh my god! But it's careful spell, so it won't hit. It won't hit you guys, but it'll hit.
Okay.
Oh, him. Got it.
It's been a while.
It's been a while. It's
Yeah.
been a while.
Hey,
That's also going to be that's going to be a 5th level fireball.
Oh, I know.
Okay.
I know how you. I know how you get down.
Yeah. Oh,
All right, now what are these numbers I got here?
Yes.
5.
Yes.
5.
So 6. I
I have a 6 as well.
Mm-hmm.
let's do some fireball. Ooh.
You got a lot.
20.
Dinara the caboose.
Jeez, Kithris.
18 here.
I got a
I
17.
couldn't wait to get that ball.
Get that ball.
Having a ball.
Is 40 damage.
I died.
To Chris,
Yeah, you're dead.
I
killed
died.
him.
You were evil.
Oh my God.
I have 39.
He has 39 hit points.
I'm sorry.
So you, I just want to make sure I understand. So, him and the drow behind him?
Yeah.
So
Oh,
every drow
the
here,
whole road.
Every drow here.
Oh
you're
my
saying that
God.
you're offering a tempting fall bargain of fire damage for all drow that you can see and not the people who are around you from Acquisitions Incorporated.
Yes.
Okay,
I'm sorry.
that's fair.
The brand loyalty.
Do you make
like
any sort of
strong.
saving throw with this? Or do you
Unless,
you-
unless
absolutely.
of course,
You gotta
unless
talk.
All
of
right,
course
you get
I-
a saving throw bonus from me.
From what?
Oh yeah,
Aura
from
of
your
protection.
aura.
Oh, hell yeah.
So you
okay.
get a. But I said unless of course I see your pet. Do I
Oh.
see your pet?
Oh, Legati.
Yeah. Do I see Legati? Because then I would recognize you.
Well, shoot.
I like it better if you kill him.
Here's the thing.
I like
if
it better
I'm,
if you kill him.
yeah,
Sorry.
I'm
I
just
do
saying.
too.
I'm just
No,
saying.
No, it's
as-
okay.
As part of my disguise, I would hide Legati.
Oh, no, yeah,
absolutely.
there's
I don't
no
want
way you're going to
anybody
bring
to see
a
this
crystal
thing.
snake rod blade person.
We'll all fight.
No way. It's like, oh, don't mind this. I'm going to explain the rest of this
you're talking to
shit.
me.
Yeah, exactly. No, so, but there is such a thing as a spell DC
Yes.
save.
Yeah. So you can take half of that damage
If you save against
if
what?
you save against
Constitution?
my spell save DC,
Yeah.
which is
Oh.
16. So
You get-
if you
That's gonna
roll,
work.
You get aura protection from me because we're close.
yeah,
Friend, like emotionally.
Yeah.
Which is my charisma
mess things up. Artists.
equal to my charisma modifier, and I'm charismatic. It's charisma,
There you go.
Coda
+3.
Chrome.
Charismatic spray.
9.
Yeah.
That's 3.
but what does 3 give me?
So
3
you
to,
add.
my,
You
3 to
roll,
my DC.
Oh, that's my
Saving
saving throw.
throws here, +3.
So you roll the d20 and just add 3.
Yeah.
And then if you get better than 16, you take half damage.
Advantage. May I? Is that permissible?
Take
Okay,
advantage,
yeah,
and this
take
way,
advantage.
that's what it's for. I mean, yeah.
Alright.
Do it.
Oh, shit.
Okay.
Okay, so that's pretty solid.
Not bad.
That's 15.
And remember, you're adding 3.
16,
Right.
so it's
Okay.
19.
So 19.
So yeah,
Okay.
so you take half damage. to
Take
that.
my
So I took
aura,
20.
god damn it.
So, I'm-
Here,
20
so
damage.
I took this aura for a reason.
so that's a sizzler. I believe you me. I feel that.
All right. So-
Strix has had a really bad day. So I'm just saying that things were going south and she just wanted to solve this problem, and she figures the quicker she solves it, the more likely that she gets to leave and hopefully not find her party dead.
Accurate, actually. Yeah. Okay.
But she has
Okay.
3 hit points, so please.
Here. I'm doing. I have to do a lot of math back here now.
I'm
All
sorry.
right. No. It's all to the G. That's the first fireball that's ever been on this show.
Oh,
You started shit off right over here. Okay. So that is the scenario. So you were able to find some pocket here in this heat shimmer, and this just concussive wave of heat and fire just hits right on the front, and that wave just bursts out beyond you. Everyone else in the party, the members of Acquisitions Incorporated, specifically Team C, with a license to the Desrin Valley. Somehow, exclusive license. Somehow, well, the wild card is a real thing. Somehow, these flames just ignore you. You can see them shaped in real time via some mathematics you can't comprehend. You are not in this ball of fire.
Including
somehow.
This CT member?
Oh no, he's
No, he was the target.
deeply in the ball of fire. Okay.
Let me ask you this though: does Dinar scream? Is he scared of that?
Does Dinar scream? Is he scared of fire?
Yeah, I was just curious.
Yeah, like Sir Gregor Clegane. Sandor Clegane's the one who's scared of
What
fire.
is your character a reference to? Is what we're asking. What
Game of Thrones
pre-existing
Yeah, which
show?
mostly Joffrey. A lot of Joffrey in Dinar.
That's true.
I don't know. It would catch us all off guard, right? I would be like, I should not have healed her. For starters, that one's on me, guys.
The last
That's
time I
on
heal
me.
a bag of
She's,
trash.
for the note, not here to help.
Are we in initiative order here?
Oh yeah, absolutely.
yeah.
Now we are in initiative order. So
Okay.
this has occurred. This blast of heat. So all the targets that you endeavored to incinerate are still standing in various levels.
Burning.
Well, yeah, exactly. It's like in the same way that it's like the way that you might order your meat at a restaurant. It's like you can just sort of tell from the target, okay,
Yeah.
that's medium well. You're seeing a range of cooking styles available
Oh boy.
here. Next up is Cthulhu Draub.
So I've turned from the blast, and I'm charged, and I'm physically like shaking from that wave of pain.
Oh, yeah. I mean, you have never this is a level of outside of the Sanguilith itself, outside of the God of Meat and Mouths. This is a level of mystic power that you have never had trained on you.
I go, ha ha! Feisty one. I love it. I love it.
You keep the disguise up?
I have to. I
Is it concentration?
I don't want these drow. I don't know actually. I imagine. I mean, I've done it before.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
Is there a card?
I don't have that card. with me,
Okay.
but I can look it up. But I put on a show like some flesh.
Just touch your
Slough
shoulder
off.
skin. You just brush your shoulders off.
But I want my and I want to use awakened mind to speak with you.
Her favorite.
I hate loss. I'm trying to get us out of here.
Strix is just like, I'm hearing voices again.
She doesn't deserve to live anymore for stealing the clothes I love and for the madness within. And what I'm gonna do?
She starts crying.
Forgive me. So I'm like, I say, hey, Loth, I'm trying to get us out of here, play dead. And I conjure the glow man, but the dancing lights just as a light in my hand. And I throw it with, just toss it off, this magic toward her that I try to flavor to look like it's some sort of damaging spell. And it hits you. I mean, it doesn't do anything. Just
I'll just, when it hits me, I'll do my best to, I don't know what's going on anymore. I'm hearing voices. I'm just like, is it my time? Am I going to the dead book now? And I'm just like, just fall over. And I'm like, maybe if I die here. And she's still kind of talking. And she's like, oh, I guess it's finally time.
You can work
I'm
with
sorry, everyone.
So the ball goes out, and then Glowman, in his finest performance, it's sort of like it forms a figure of the Glowman to your proportions, and then shakes to sort of give the impression that you're being electrocuted.
Okay.
Or some
I'm like,
horrible
ow.
thing.
Oh,
Ah.
it hurts.
Yes.
Rosie Beestinger. How can you top that performance?
Oh, no. I would like to. I think that seeing my friend attacked would be very upsetting. And I don't know very much about this pile of garbage, but I do know that Catrice is clearly damaged and is hurting. So I'm going to do some Gravimancy. I think it's time. Oh. It's been a while. So I think the thing that Rosie would do would react rashly. And that would be to, as she's still trying to play up that this pile of garbage was her own fault.
Yeah.
And so
You guys are bluffing like 4 different ways.
I know, this is
It just gives Strix a panic attack.
Welcome to the C team. We're bluffing in 4 different ways and we're not coordinating whatsoever. Okay, so after this happens, she's like, ha ha, I'm new. And then all of this goes on in like a second, and then boom, it's Gravimancy, and shadows are coming out to look like the little critters that dug holes, but they're assembling in a variety of places all over to draw the attention of the drow yet again, as though they're about to open more rifts and drag more of these creatures.
Oh, this
out.
is very cool.
Yeah.
I think that is really great.
Okay.
So they are. So as this is happening, like the first couple pockets, few more pockets, you're finding ways to sort of draw them in from off stage, right? Like they've always been there. It's just this was their time,
right?
And you hear Sive next to you just chuckle.
He knows what's up.
Yeah. So they're out there and they're all just chewing and scraping at the ground.
And they're making sounds like,
oh yeah. So three or four discrete regions. And so basically in mechanics terms, it's sort of drawn the attention of different ones to different groups.
right.
So this is obviously something they can't tolerate at this 4 threshold is too much. Sive says, the moment you think this isn't going your way, please let me know.
Will do.
Walnut Dawn Grass.
Yeah, I go up to Strix and I'm the worst actress known to men. It's just really important that you know that. And I kneel down and I like hover hand touch her, like not even touching, like hover hand, and go, my God, she's dead. And when I do that, I cast healing word.
Strix is looking at you and blinking. By the way.
Yeah, no, that's important.
Picturing that owl bear cake.
10 HP.
Oh, yay. So
that's real health.
13 HP.
Hell yeah.
Gosh darn.
That's an inauspicious number.
Yeah.
That's the best.
This
druid's god.
I'm ready to fight.
She's dead. Yeah.
She's dead. Oh my God, she's dead.
Strix.
I am
from the City of Doors.
Can I see if any of these drow are bloodied or really bad off?
Oh, absolutely. As I suggested,
Okay.
there are 2 that you would describe as medium well.
Okay.
Am I one of them? Probably.
Oh yeah.
You're one of them. Okay, great. So they're pretty crispy.
Yeah. About half of them are in a deeply fucked place.
Okay, and I'm pretending that I've seen like 2 different executions of plans at this point.
Yeah.
And I'm just like watching this happen, like what is happening? Like so this person is not this person. There's shadows coming around. I don't know I'm like I'm getting healed and my God, she's dead. I don't know what's going on.
It's a very complicated scenario.
And I'm so overwhelmed and just so emotionally distraught that I just throw another fireball on the drow.
From the ground.
From the ground.
Just like
yeah, just like she just starts to panic. She just looks around.
Let's see.
A regular fireball, though, not a 5th level fireball. And I do careful spell you this time because you talked to me, and I'm like, oh yeah, I gave him a present.
Why is careful?
Oh, it's so cool.
How does it work?
Here, would you like to tell
Yeah, so
Cathris Drab about careful spells?
sorcerers have But she's saying this in her mind as she's casting it. She's like, so sorcerers have this thing where and then you can cast the spell and it's like super strong, but it goes around everyone and it's like super magic because I know magic.
I like it.
You
I'm
should learn
excited
it.
about it.
Okay, so
Ha ha.
26.
Math.
I count on my fingers.
Is that 8d6?
Yes.
Oh, jeez.
I did 10 for
Yeah.
Oh.
This is not
Yeah.
fuck around times.
Yeah.
26, you said?
Yes.
Yeah, and your spell save DC is mean as shit.
And as she does that, she's kind of just like sort of
Jesus.
trying to intimidate them and just be like, please leave! Please leave. She's saying please.
My God, she's so dead.
My God. She's come to life.
Yeah, and I just immediately go, oh, from the dead she rises.
Praise Lol.
Praise Law.
All right, two of them are now no longer a part of the fight at all. One of them was just blasted back over a workbench, and you can see that as the flames on him, they catch the shadow stuff of the market on fire, but it just rests inside the flame. It doesn't appear to be consumed in any way. It just burns in a quiet way. And the other one is wildly batting his robes and falls off the side of the bridge down into the water below.
You do a Wilhelm scream.
Oh, absolutely. Yeah, well, I don't have the license, but it does occur. It sounds just like the Wilhelm scream.
Good. Can I roll for an intimidation check on these guys?
I would love to see what that looked like. Yes.
Please leave.
Yes.
Oh, no, I mean, I get +8, but that's
Dang.
only a 10.
13. All right.
Please might not have done it.
Well, there's
Please
a lot of
was
that.
really the killer.
There's been a lot of heat and a lot of fire, and I think that's the big thing they're
Yeah.
thinking about right now. Dinar Blitzen.
So how many are left?
There are 3 left.
There are 3
There's
left.
the priestess and
the
then
priestess.
2 of her retinue.
Okay. Are they assessing the situation? Are they looking at us at all? I mean, we didn't do anything. None of us did anything other than her. So it's like, are they even Are they battle ready?
Well, what you have.
Are they ready to rumble? Or are they like, this thing just appeared and started shooting fireballs at us?
Well, you have been. I mean, you have ridden many hours. Certainly before Rosie learned her cartography spell, the ritual. You have spent a long time in the back of a cart with Cthulhu Straub. And your impression is that the level of nuance you're describing, where these people, in this group of people that you all see at the same time, getting down into the granular aspects of who did exactly what is something that happens after everyone is dead.
Okay, all right. So, but like they're
Right?
Oh no,
they're looking to rumble.
No, absolutely.
Okay.
Yeah, and this is. I mean, you're seeing aspects of a martial tradition that are completely new. Sword positions,
Okay.
shield positions,
So this is a
ground tactics.
shit show on like every potential possible level.
Yeah.
And Dinar is the one that's like rational in all this. This is
I love this.
a level of irony in all this. So all right, everyone's going crazy. So everyone's just got to cool out.
Yeah.
Everybody cool out.
Yes.
So if there's a boss and they've got subordinates, then I'm gonna dominate the boss.
Yeah. Are you gonna entitle?
Yeah. Gonna draconic entitlement.
Yeah.
The priestess.
Oh, also decrement my by 1 because I used advantage.
Well,
I
one
think
point.
he did.
I did.
I had 4.
You got more.
Wow.
Yeah. Here. So tell me.
Wow. Thank you.
Tell me what
What's
you.
advantage?
What do you communicate to your new best friend?
So I establish a psychic link. She has to do everything I say. I don't have to verbally say anything. This all can just happen in my head. We are now super best friends. I would tell her to
Cool out.
cool out. I would say, be cool.
Are you talking to me?
The end.
No.
I say verbally to you to be cool.
I was like,
I yell everybody cool out to the group, and then I tell her psychically to tell her people to stand down.
You gonna tell me to get out of here? Just cool out.
Huh? I don't know. I got him. This lasts for a minute. I'm
Oh,
okay. Not literally a minute.
Right.
Yeah.
Long.
No, wait.
10
10
minutes.
minutes.
Up to a minute.
Up to 1 minute.
No, duration up to minute. No, 10 minutes.
Yeah.
I got 10 minutes with her.
Yeah.
Cling, cling. So she's locked up. So I just want to stop the fight.
Okay.
Because it's crazy. I don't know what the hell's going on. There's shadowed spiders and fireballs, and you don't look like yourself. I don't know. I'm confused.
You're a sexy lady now.
Yeah, I know. I'm feeling a lot of weird things going on. This is like a Bugs Bunny dressed as a girl there. I'm like, oh, I'm attracted. What's that mean? So let's just stop.
She, the priestess, hisses at her retinue. You think that they're words, but the overall effect is just of like two pieces of stone in an ancient trap sliding against each other. One of them appears to not want to listen, and as he starts forward, she is just on him, like on him right from behind. As he's moving forward, she reaches a foot forward and just trips him, pushes him face down, pulls out a ritual dagger, and pins him to the ground with it.
Nice.
Oh boy.
That's my friend.
That's what we do.
Yeah.
It's just getting
Guys,
worse.
I solved everything.
Seems
That's
about
it.
right.
Yeah.
It's getting worse and worse. And you can see him sort of like reaching in to this gaping wound. He rolls over on his back, and you can see that he's trying to hold something up weakly, and he can't maintain the strength. And his hand collapses on his chest.
It's a wedding ring. He's like, I love you, priestess.
Yeah. Dude, I will...
She killed her fiance.
Because I hate her. At table talk. It's so weird, but at table talk, I will talk about my drow character that I had in high school. And it's gonna get pretty real.
I can't wait.
You can.
You will.
You
must.
Yeah, actually, there's no other alternative.
All right. I mean, I'll keep going. When do I stop getting to do stuff?
Well, no. I mean, you're using
de-escalated combat,
using
right?
action,
So we're
exactly.
done.
Yeah. I mean, right now she appears to have this mechanism completely under control.
Save the day again, guys. The decisionist acted unilaterally and fixed everything. Stop shooting fireballs, people.
They're gonna kill us.
No. We're best friends for 10 minutes.
Yeah. Can I gather Strix into be like, come with me, and we go? Can we go into the shop where Sive and the cloakers?
Just hide in one of these.
Yeah.
Oh, she likes that. If you're just like grandmotherly bringing her along,
Yes.
she's just like,
Yeah.
You stay with me.
Oh no, but
me.
so her arm is around you, gentle, soft. You're obviously much taller than she is, but you got that hunch,
Yeah.
so it kind of works out.
Yep.
She grandmas you in as a verb,
okay.
right into the helm, and inside there, hanging from the ceiling, is what you know to be an incredibly powerful monster called a cloaker. And as you come in, it goes,
You'll be safe.
I do. I say they're cool. It's fine. It's okay. I know. They look terrible. They look awful. Don't
She
they?
just cries into your shoulders.
I-
I think my party's dead, and I don't know what's happening. And why am I here?
Our party's almost dead.
I don't even get paid for this.
the cloaker's jabbering at you and at Sive.
Yeah.
And Sive is trying to respond. Yeah, exactly.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
they're doing it back
Sure.
and forth.
Yeah. Can I tentatively reach up to give the cloaker a little scritch? To
He goes.
calm it
He
down?
just
Okay.
shakes like
All right.
this, and then you see him. What he does is, so he's hanging upside down, and he's looking at you, and then at a certain point, he just kind of claws around the other way, goes, "Tick, tick, tick, tick," and just turns away.
Well, we'll deal with it later.
She's still crying.
I'm just like, rude. I usher you into the corner. I take off my shawl, put it around you.
She's like rubbing it on her face. It's getting dirty.
That's fine.
It's just
That's
like
fine.
building up.
It's not great. It's not in great condition. I've never washed it. All right. So hopefully you guys have followed me in.
No, I'm
you're
going
still
to stay out
doing
with the
this?
priestess,
Okay.
and because I don't know drow stuff, so I'm going to need you to help me.
Exactly. Well, hey, Josh, can you tip my cauldron, please?
What?
Whoa, Eddie, wow.
Whoa, they got a party light.
Yeah.
Yes.
Oh, there's 3 of
Something
them.
bad's about to
Wow.
happen.
What?
Maybe.
Your back, the ledger
Yes.
begins to jump
Oh no.
inside the bag, like it wants to get out.
I grab it and open it.
You open it up,
Yes.
and in Omendron's handwriting,
Which, of course, you know.
it
Of course I
says,
know.
"What did you do?"
Oh no.
Oh, no, Walnut.
I write in it, I say, we have
Before you have even finished, it says, "What did you do?"
and I write,
I sent you one of the most powerful sorcerers on Faerûn.
oh no.
He's not mad. He's just
Walnut
disappointed.
kills herself. Straight up. She writes, we have received Strix the sorcerer. She is of great help.
She and Pan start crying in the room. Like,
Yeah. And then she says, any further orders? Question mark.
How are you?
At the end,
we're all
He's-
fine here
at the
now.
end he says, "That's not what I heard."
Dark. Who's
Well, it just writes really, really tiny, like so impossibly small. What did you hear?
At the very last thing,
Mhm.
it says, "It's possible to lose documancy levels." The page tears itself out,
What? Uh-oh.
crumples itself up, and throws itself away. Thanks, Josh.
Oh, man.
So at this, you see Walnut looks and goes, "That's interesting," and she hides her face in the ledger like this, and then just kind of like walks off in a direction, and then you hear just like a really gross noise. Like you can't really tell what it is. It kind of sounds like somebody like heaving.
Oh my god.
But it's like, but you close the ledger like a sandwich, just like.
Oh yeah.
Oh, man.
Those pages
Strix
are
has
stuck
been on the
together
show for
forever.
like 10 minutes, and we've already got 2 party members crying.
She's cursed.
No, it's bouncing. It's bouncing. So, your new best friend,
So it's me and her
yeah,
and one still living
and
guard.
one still living guard who
And
is
then you.
very confused about what's happening.
Yeah.
But there has been sort of an object lesson in why you do what she says.
Yep.
Right on the ground.
Yeah.
And she says, obviously, I know why you're here and what you're doing here, and I know that it is for Loth's glory.
Yeah.
But there are those of my order who may not appreciate the nuance.
No.
And there is every reason to believe that they may be coming here shortly.
Oh, well, that's good info.
That's good because we like Loth,
we
but
can
we
tell.
don't like others that don't like.
We don't have to lie. We've got 10 minutes where we can say what and do what. We can drop the facade for 10 minutes.
I don't think it's a facade. I think
Yeah,
I don't believe you. If you say that to me,
I do.
like,
Dinar
yeah,
says it to
okay.
Cthulhu.
I don't-
We've got 10 minutes. You can
I
drop
can't risk that.
it. All right.
So
But I'm confused.
yes, I didn't hire you for your brain. You are a very foolish boy, but large of muscle.
Oh my god.
And beautiful of face.
beefly.
The laugh.
I telepathically get her to flex on you. Just like yeah.
I immediately terrified.
Yeah.
Priestess, thank you for your assistance and your warning. Go with Loth, and may each of her 8 legs encircle you in that comforting embrace, and may her spinnerets.
All right, mid rambling, I stop you and I pull you aside and I go, "We've got 8 more minutes, and I don't know what she's gonna do when this wears off.
Can you make her forget the whole thing? Can you make her forget this whole thing?
I don't know. Maybe should we just stab her while she can't fight back?
Get her.
Well, I don't know what she is or does.
Can you tell her to drown herself in this guy? Let's get them out.
We could try. Is that what we should do?
Jesus.
I don't know what her station is. I don't know.
Oh, I know. Get her to give us those priestess robes, and I could wear those and look more official. And then drown her. If you can find another way to do it without that, that's fine. Can you make her forget all language so that she doesn't tell anybody?
I don't know.
Yeah, it's dominate.
Actually,
like
how
Men in Black thing.
how powerful is dominate person?
Go ahead and read it, but dominate's pretty powerful.
That's, yeah.
I mean, we chose that on purpose.
Yeah.
It's pretty sick.
The creature advantage. It just
I mean,
it just has to
level.
obey everything. It has to just obey everything I say.
But when it wears off, it's done.
Yeah.
It doesn't obey anymore.
So I don't know if I can.
lasting
You can't ask her to do an impossible thing.
Cut her
It's like
tongue out.
lobotomize yourself.
Oh God.
She can't tell anyone anything.
That's probably not
And her
evil, like-
fingers.
Yeah.
But then she's not dead. I don't know. I'm
Very
trying to find a
paladin-
happy medium here.
It was like, are we the bad guys thing? Like, oh my
It's
God.
very
comes
paladin
up a lot.
behavior.
Everyone is bad.
Yeah, what's Dinar's alignment?
Dinar is the one who everyone walks everyone back from the murder.
Don't they say
Most of the
that
time.
Your what is it? Your alignment doesn't. I don't even remember what it was. Something about your actions should dictate your alignment, not your alignment dictate your actions, right?
Yes.
Well, sometimes.
Right? I don't know.
I know. This has come up before where I have to go, I'm the moral compass. I don't want to tell someone to kill themselves and their subordinate if I can avoid it. I'm looking for some insight here, buddy.
Okay, here's what we're gonna do. You get
Go.
He's her. The soldier that remains with her is whispering to her very intently.
And then
And
she's
she
telling
is-
me
She
all
is
of it.
yeah. She's just looking at him imperiously.
What's he saying? Just I tell her to tell me what's he saying.
He says that I've lost my mind.
What does he know?
No.
He's
Yeah.
a dumb
You gonna take that?
guard.
I ask her, are you gonna take that from a subordinate?
Just tell her this. He stole your clothes. Make her give me her clothes, and then she'll beat him up. I
We need the
want to
vestments.
be
So
the vestments.
We do
Please.
need those vestments.
They'll come in really useful. She can take his
Aren't they
clothes.
like super burnt?
Mine are. I'm not giving her mine.
That's true.
I'm
Hers,
keeping mine.
hers are probably not in great shape, but it's better than no.
It's better
priestess
than my
garb.
rags.
Yeah.
All right. Happy medium. Both of you get naked.
Absolutely.
Switch clothes.
Done at a moment's notice. I was ready for this.
I go, first you get naked.
There's a
I get to
seagull-
knit,
seagulls
and
in
you're
there.
like, whoop.
No, you didn't even tell me yet, and I've done it. Okay, so
All right.
I'm gonna.
I'll go along with the clothes switching. Let's say that happens right then and there.
Okay, so
In front of this soldier.
well,
Yeah,
no,
what
no,
do you
and
think?
just for her part, there's not a moment's hesitation. Like there's none of the strictures that would apply.
Yeah.
Like it happens basically in an instant, and the soldier immediately turns away and sort of bows his head.
Polite guy. Okay, so
All right, so I'm gonna put her vestments on. If mine are in any good shape, I assume the cloak is
I was
okay.
gonna say, I assume you're gonna keep the special stuff like the cloak
Yeah,
of
yeah,
shadows
yeah.
and the bag and
I'm gonna just wear it beneath. I just don't want to smell like burning. But no,
No.
I have a good story. So
Well, now-
I'm wearing her vestments.
Mhm.
Have her put his clothes on. Get this guard to
Got
disrobe.
your clothes on.
No, I don't want to give her my clothes.
His
No.
clothes are
Look
on,
at her just
under her.
walking
her
around.
clothes.
Wow.
You have a couple minutes of this.
I'm not gonna leave him walking around
It's like-
naked.
Strix
like-
just walks outside and is like still crying, like and just sees naked, and she's like, "Ah!" just goes back inside.
It's like trying to explain to somebody how to make change in a way such that the other person gets back just a bill rather than coins. No,
like, I'll give you a
I
20
take her clothes.
I give you a 20 and a 1, you give me a 5.
Yes, she takes his clothes. And
One,
then,
she gets one boot, he gets the other boot.
then make her think that he is responsible for all this.
Just stack them up and put a big trench coat on them. Let's go.
And that's all there is to it. It's so easy.
I want to come back over to them and be all business.
It's time
I've
it's time
never
to
been
work.
more professional.
All right, well, we've
my
got two
God.
half-naked drow here and a confused soldier.
This is great. Perfect.
It's perfect.
I come over, I look at them, I look at her, and I just start tying them up with rope. And I'll actually like cut off parts of my rope so that we can just leave them tied up.
Oh,
Grandma's robe?
Grandma's rope.
Oh, actually,
Leave some of it there.
can we get Shadow Guy? Can you ask Shadow Guy to
Scythe?
watch him or something?
It's not really his deal.
Yeah, I'm not going to ask him to do that.
Get him mixed up in all this.
Yeah,
well,
it's
look,
not-
they're going to get out and they're going to chase us. This has happened the last time I used this.
It's true.
Can I get both of them tied up?
Absolutely.
So I get both of them tied up, and then I tie them back to back to each other, and then I just look at them and I go, "Ta-da!" And then I get out of form and I start documenting exactly what's happening.
Yeah, of course. What if you
they're basically tied back to back.
Yes.
In the middle of the street.
Yeah. In the middle of this sort of arch. It's like a, sort of like a European style like bridge market.
European style to change your clothes in the middle of the street too.
Yeah, this is super, super French.
So you see the soldier sort of like reaching down into a pocket in his cloak, and he bites something and pulls it out, and you see that it's like a ruby on a thread.
Mm-hmm.
And as it catches the lights around here, you can see that it is sort of casting red light up on the ceiling.
I smack it out of his hand.
At different points. It just goes
Okay.
down into the water.
I want to get down in his face and be like, buddy, I'm doing everything I can not to kill you. Like, it's going to happen. You're forcing me here, buddy.
Did I see that thing roll away into the water?
Oh yeah, totally. Is it time to get some trash?
Yeah, I was like, what's that?
If you don't get any trash in this game, we are fucking up.
No, I want to go grab it out of the water.
Yeah, bring some trash.
Okay, what is it?
It's down there a bit.
I'm
So it's basically like it's anytime you want to, you can have laser zeppelin.
Nice, dude. Nice.
You know what I mean?
I think it's the bat signal for more of them.
Yeah, it's like a flare.
It's a defensive. It's like a defensive flare.
Got it.
Like
all right.
a signal that basically catches and amplifies light.
Okay. All right, I take that. I'm like, well, that's not magic. Why are you guys here? I just yelled that up at all of them. Like, why are you here? Why are you fighting Drow?
Well, we weren't fighting Drow until you arrived.
It's just like it's like that blinking guy. But there were Drow.
Yeah, that is true. Do you want to explain?
They were armed.
Well, I assume you're gonna exposition here for a second, but I want to try to strip whatever drow raiments are left on these corpses to make our disguise plan happen more. Because now we can be the retinue for our priestess. Yeah. Go ahead.
Oh yes, good idea. We're here. I took from my book.
Mm-hmm.
Now let me. Before I do this.
She's like stare, like her white eyes, like are just like blinking really slow. Like, please tell me why we're here.
We are here because we've been sent on a mission of discovery into my former hometown.
Oops.
In the Underdark, which I don't like either.
Okay.
To find evidence of the best and truest patron of them all, the one that I like.
There's some barmy power you worship.
Yeah. It's a really good one. It's the best one.
I'm used to hearing that. So,
but mine's really the best one.
That's the Cathris difference.
She's like, well, so we need disguises.
Yes.
So fireball might not have been the best idea.
No, but you know what? We didn't communicate that to you. I don't. Really
I was
know
dying.
How exactly? I don't blame you for any of it.
That's good.
And you made me that baked good
I did do
in
that.
skull, and I just.
Sorry, I didn't recognize you when you were a lady.
How could you have? It's a good lady.
That's a good lady. Are you not a lady anymore? You're a priest.
No, I'm gonna hang on to this as long as I can.
Okay, you are still a lady.
It's an hour. I'm still a lady. Yeah.
Just write it out.
And so when you talk about disguises, I'm like, all right, I'm sent here to help. I'm just going to prime you guys real quick, but I have to get back to my party because we were stuck in the Shadowfell. We have the death curse. Everything's bad. Our bard is bad. He has the Ring of Winter. These are all very bad things. So I'm going to alter self into a drow.
Mm-hmm.
So now I look like a lady drow.
Okay.
And
the hair extends.
It's pretty much just looks like Strix, but she just gets white hair.
Nice.
and drow colored skin.
Cool.
And she's like, all right, you point me in the right direction. I will fireball whoever needs to be fireballed. I have other spells if you need heals. I've got that ready. I am ready I'm ready to do this. Also, just like ask your boss to like send us some money because I don't think we have any money.
Yeah, so I don't know if we really should bother Omen with anything right now.
He sounds
I
like
got
he's
money.
having a really
You
hard
want
day.
some money?
Because if our bard's evil, the only way we got money is he just played songs and people threw money at him and then we took it. But things are just really bad.
Well,
We have money. We can do
I
that
got
off the books.
I've got tons of money.
What do you mean you have tons of money?
I'm rich.
Is this the first time I've heard of it?
No,
I got my whole little
no,
side.
Definitely not.
I'm
Dinar
royal, yeah.
definitely has money.
And
All the
his-
gambling that I do all the time.
He's definitely told you about it many times, and that's kind of how you met him. Was he threw money at
Oh
you?
yeah.
Yeah.
Also, sorry
I thought
about.
that was talk.
I'm sorry about the airship.
I don't know what that means.
Yeah.
What do you mean
Yeah.
you don't know about the company airship? Let me tell you about it. She just starts going
Just
on
the
and
pamphlet.
on.
It was the company.
Yeah.
With-
a homemade pamphlet.
Wait, what?
With the last
It's
few,
fine.
with the last few minutes left with the telepathic, I'm gonna drag the two of them in a building, just so they're not in the middle of the road. The
Yeah.
building you guys were crying in. Can we ask the cloakers to watch them? Can anyone watch them?
Can anyone eat them?
This is classic. Yeah, this is classic Saving Private Ryan. We're gonna let this soldier go, and you're like, shoot us later.
Yeah, exactly. So basically, you drag the two of them
Yeah.
into one of these aviary things, and as you bring them in, the cloaker that's hanging in the top turns around and just begins to immediately moan like at full blast at you.
Oh, at me?
Yeah, you.
No.
And Sive says, I don't 100% know why a lot of this stuff happened. A lot happened out there that, I would prefer that it hadn't happened.
Yeah. You need both.
If you want, you can take them with you or whatever, but this is going to have ramifications for Wrangler and Noroth for weeks.
Not my problem. I go like this. I go, put yourself to sleep. I bonk the soldier on the head and I run away.
I'm really sorry. I'm not asking Sive to be a warden or watch over these people.
No.
It's clearly our problem, but I do offer sincere apologies, and we will do whatever we have to fix this.
He says, Rosie, you have to understand, this is precisely the sort of thing that makes physicality so unpleasant.
You're telling me. You don't gotta tell me twice. Sorry.
He looks down, and then he looks up at you, and he says, there is another way that we might, and as he says this, you can hear the snap of a crossbow string.
Oh no.
And as it flies toward him, in your awareness of where shadow and material hinge, he makes a very small portion of himself shadow.
Ooh.
And the bolt passes clean through his eye and back through his head. And then he comes back together and he says, as I was saying, your friends have created incredible problems for Wrangler and Noroth. If you could please go, it would be incredible. Obviously, I can fix it, but I'd rather not. Now you're going to make me take all your shit.
Okay. Sorry. Rosie's crushed. No. It's like the one person that she's met so far that she actually respects.
Could Strix hear all this?
Yeah, absolutely.
Oh, she'll just run out and like, no, it's my fault. It's my fault. I'm sorry.
I will allow you to share the blame.
No, it's all my fault. I'm just.
It's actually all my fault. I should have communicated to the group what my plans were.
We can all agree it was everyone's fault but mine. I fixed everything.
I can't
right.
keep track of this.
Did you? And Strix will polymorph her staff into. She can polymorph her staff into different fun things, into a frying pan, and just be like, "Do you need me to kill those drow?"
I do.
Oh. Wow.
Oh yeah, where did the crossbow go?
Yeah, that's where I was like,
Yeah, we're like, oh, we're under attack or
They're-
just
we're
hold it
whiffing.
back.
She's holding
sure.
up.
Absolutely.
Rosie has deflect missiles, so she's on guard for the next crossbow.
She's
bolt.
ready.
Yeah.
Okay.
So you're going to smash some drow with some
Yeah.
pans?
Oh, yeah, where
Yeah.
did it come from?
Well, I have it also will catch on fire because I have green flame blade, and my pan catches on fire, so I can just hit people with it.
That would be really useful.
Let's not do that. Let's not.
What's the point of the espionage if we're just gonna go around murdering everyone with frying pans?
Oh yeah, that's right. She like forgot that she was disguised, and she just like and like the staff just goes back to a staff. Never mind.
It's great.
I just really wanted to beat someone.
So you can see, so it would be difficult for heavy carts to move far into one of the Wrangler Noroth districts, especially the Shadow Weavers one, because it really is a market full of buildings and roosts. But down near the end of this bridge, you can see that there are 2 carts, sort of a gleaming black, but like more evil than your cart.
Okay, that sounds
Imagine that the evil is,
Crank it up.
it's like a dark Eldar thing. It's got the skulls and shit.
Yeah, that sounds lulf as hell.
It's got the novel
We
horn.
get in there.
You know what I mean?
I'm sorry, I was distracted. Are these carts for our use or for our doom? Are these free carts or they got people in them?
What are both? Yes. I think probably they belonged to the contingent of soldier and priestess, so they're ours now.
That's us now.
New cart.
Yeah.
These carts have active drivers,
How are you doing?
and there are soldiers emerging from them out onto the bridge.
Rosie, elbows you.
I'm okay. I change my my mask of many faces to now look like the priestess who was in charge, with my back to them. And when I turn back around and say, "This was a drill, and you all failed. Get back, everybody, crowd into one cart as a punishment, and go back and tell them what you did. You are not worth any. Go, get out of here. Time for you to leave now. From an order from me. You're a priestess. Yeah, you two gotta go. Come on. I see that hangdog look.
Everybody in.
That hangdog look.
Can't get out of this one.
They're being wound up, like they're winding crossbows, and basically getting ready to go to work.
Really?
Yeah,
Still?
it's just you can hear sort of in the whisper. Why is she speaking common?
Oh, I haven't been speaking common though. I don't know. I'm speaking under common. I'm
speaking the deepest common.
Cthulhu is terrified of
He
this
did
place.
say that.
Yeah.
I am in undercommon.
Yeah,
for
I love
sure.
it. I love it.
But you maybe if they have to notice something, it's
There's-
that I'm putting a new affect
It's the
on.
shibboleth,
Yeah,
right?
I'm pronouncing things differently.
Yeah, it's like, but no, it is. It's like imagine how much colloquial language has changed in 200 years.
Yeah. Yeah, it's like, this was a drill, including this. This is my real voice. You expect to hear a lot more of this.
No, it's very much like fellow kids.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yes, definitely.
Well, she's like
Right.
commanding them with gestures, just like making a small nod, and they're forming things, and then it's just yammering, rambling.
All right. It's just like anything I could draw upon, like my memories of when I was a student, a student of Lolth and
Yeah.
these spheres. But this is militaristic, right? I don't know.
Oh
these
no,
structures. Yeah.
exactly. And and where you had been situated in the hierarchy. I mean, this wouldn't have been your life. You wouldn't
No.
have learned this part yet. And even once it had happened, you wouldn't have been at the helm of it.
Yeah. So that's just me trying to act like I know the language of ordering soldiers to do something. So they're not buying it. They're just continuing confusedly.
No, exactly. Like just basically like taking up positions. Sive tugs on the back of your robe.
I turn around.
Yeah. He says, that's a nod for the podcast. He's nodding behind him. He's suggesting that they should go this way.
Okay, I go that way.
Yeah, exactly. So you go back into the roost. He just draws a door and pushes. You guys come out of the back of it. None of this stuff is real. I mean, now you know the whole city is
Yeah.
just a construct that's maintained by the singing. And so behind this, you can see them over here. You can see the carts. You are afraid that you see additional carts
Oh no.
coming up this long road that goes along. But just to the left of this, you can see that the Lake of Radiant Mists has some kind of stream or even river that travels parallel to that road and goes down. So, as I said before, it's because it's such a weird place, I always want to go back and make sure that I'm given the information that's vital. So, the last places that we've been have all been the upper dark. Galaderth is in the middle dark, so its elevation is actually lower. So basically, the Lake of Radiant Mist is almost like a caldera or something full of water, and it's basically running down fast, and you can see it turning into rapids the farther down it goes.
Is it going toward or away from Galaderth?
It is going down the hill toward the middle dark and Galaderth.
Okay. Okay.
In the meantime, while you're doing this, just as flavor, I turn to like, good job, everyone. Let us pray. And I start to do one of the longest prayers to Lolth that I can remember.
Okay.
It's like the old, like the dinner time one.
Right.
It's a full 45 minutes. It requires a fork.
Yes, I'll do the stations.
Yeah.
Everything I remember.
While this prayer is going on, can Strix get on her broom and see where this river goes?
Absolutely.
All right.
So you're gonna grab your Nimbus 2000.
Yeah. And so I'll be like, Dad, whatever you're doing, I'll be right back. And she'll just like get on her broom and just still a drow.
Yeah.
Normal drow thing to do. It's fine.
She is a test too. Keep praying. Where did I leave off?
So you're able to come around these structures here, and you can head down and see that it is a winding. It is a many winding thing.
All right.
Treacherous,
Okay.
but definitely fast and
All right.
going the right way.
Do I see any boats that we could use along there? Any sort
you
of craft?
You see the crafts that people attempted to travel it with. They're not 100% great. They're not what you would call boats.
Craft macaroni.
They're not okay.
Now they're boats, like in quotes.
Right. So yeah, I'll zoom back and plop next to you guys while you're still praying or looking.
Whatever.
Looking
Here,
concerned.
can we hear a little bit of this prayer? Is that asking too much? Definitely do the definitely gesture.
Okay, yeah, you return to here. From the third leg delivers glory in battle and prowess in the sexual arena. The fourth leg is barbed and poisonous and mushrooms growing on it. It's the bountiful leg that we all enjoy our meals from. The fifth leg. I haven't forgot about you, fifth leg. The fifth leg is a good, sturdy foundation. You got a lot of shifting sands here in the Underdark. You want to get that looked at before you buy a home. An evil home, spider home. Leg 6. This has sub-legs on it. I'm going to iterate those. As our great mother has done before me and mine.
Strix is still just standing there.
Yeah, and none of us speak Undercommon either, so we're just.
It sounds really good.
It sounds
Remember.
great.
It's
Are
not,
the-
it's
how are
not
the soldiers
infernal or
reacting to
abyssal. So
With horror.
this? Okay.
With
I haven't heard this one.
no, with
before?
absolute like horror and revulsion.
Okay. But sort of like not doing much about
No,
it.
no. 2 priestesses move out, and in Undercommon.
Mhm.
So if you don't have it, don't know it.
Gotta get it.
Plug your ears.
All right. One of them says, "Hold," and the other says, "Oh, what sounds you will make in the torture rooms of Menzo Baraznan."
Indeed. And have I made sounds there often? That is the city where I am from. I've been sent by your good sisters there to seek heresy
He's digging in.
in this dirty place.
You say heresy, and Strix is like,
Jeez. All right.
Am I gonna roll on any of this?
No, don't worry.
oh no. Oh no.
It's gonna be like this, and then just the hand is held out like this. Then she goes like this and brings it up, and then creeping around the sides of the bridge, climbing up to the top, 2 massive spiders, like crawling over one another in their zeal to murder you.
All right.
Yes, all should see the glory of Lolth. Thank you for your assistance. It will be much easier to find these wretched ones with the help of this pair hopping up.
I would like to.
Yeah.
And I'm like, so I'm gonna turn.
Oh no.
I'm turning my body to the spiders coming up, and now I'm walking backwards as though I'm in rank with the priestesses who command them.
Wow. Incredible.
And I'm just like admiring these beautiful, dark, barbed creatures.
Oh yeah, their mouths are wide open, and it's like, imagine that there was like a slider for how hairy a spider could be.
Delicious.
It's
Like
at
that
maximum.
NVIDIA Hairworks
Yeah.
is cranked.
Oh
like
yeah, it's NVIDIA
physics
Hairworks
engine. Ooh, yeah.
on the Titan 1080.
Ooh.
Ooh, yeah. I think so. You fly back from your
I've been
trek.
listening. Yeah, I fly
Okay.
back and I'm just listening. I mean, now we have bigger problems. But I'm just,
You have 2 giant problems.
yeah,
Can I get your attention and ask? Like,
Yeah.
Where does the river take
I
you?
think it's going where we need to go.
Okay.
So
All right, I'm going to turn to Sive and say, I'm uncertain, and I know he's mad at me, but I say, am I ready to try again? Do you think?
He says, I didn't hate what I saw.
Okay. In that case, we're going to try the
Grammamancy?
in the helm, right? The shop.
Indeed.
In our last game, she tried to make a small boat,
Indeed.
and it turned out to be a very big boat.
You're
And
right.
so she's going to try to do that again with singing to the staff of the master.
Strix is like, make it flying. The water's real rough.
Oh, I can try. Let's see.
So tell me about this boat that you make using the material substance of the staff, I assume.
Yeah, so it's
Just like last time.
a choppy situation. So
Yo,
Rosie
your
is
parents have
familiar-
gone away for a week's vacation.
Yep, it's a very choppy situation. But Rosie knows how to navigate waters, obviously. So she's going to make something that's sort of more whitewater kayak than anything else, like
So
it's like
wide,
a chubby boat,
flat, yeah.
Yep, with that can handle the bouncing currents, and with enough room for the 5 of us to sit and be safe in, and hopefully not capsize. And that's what's in her head as she sings to the staff. She
Right.
goes,
So you're yeah, exactly. You're putting, yeah, and so as you say it, the staff is just perfectly light in your hand, and as you're holding it up, you can see that it's sort of flattening out and coming up on the sides to make this sort of flat rectangle. But there's no, like, the distinction. There's no weight change at all. Like, you're holding this
giant
solid
boat.
physical object, and it is now like you have to lift it up over your head because you can't hold it out here anymore. Like, you can easily hold it because of the weight,
Right.
but it is now big enough that you have to keep it up here.
Okay. All right. So I have this giant boat over my head, I guess. And at Strix's suggestion, I was like, that's a good idea. But I don't know how flying boats work. So I give it wings, or I try to, and that's probably not going to do it. But I can't make it magically fly, I don't think. So it's got 2 very cute wings.
Make it can jump.
Little frog legs.
Yeah. Or just like the wings can just, like a puffin. You know?
Yeah, little cherub wings. Just like,
It's like a big whitewater kayak with adorable wings.
Oh, I like it.
Yeah, and
Yeah.
I'm sorry, I don't know how to do it.
So she's just really impressed. She's like, wow, that's some good magic.
Thank you, I just learned.
Neat.
Okay, so it is. So I was gonna say it is down off of the edge a fair bit,
Okay.
out from behind these right here, and clearly, just for your part, for your understanding, this situation out here is not tenable.
Yeah.
No, I'm now backing away because they haven't stopped. And I'm
Okay,
still,
so you're backing away, like maybe even into the doorway of one of these things, and it's
Yeah.
just a head coming in, too many eyes, mouth wide open, thick gouts of fucking shit coming out,
and I'm
just gelatinous.
I'm
like you have
still
no idea what the
shouting.
fuck it
I'm
is.
still shouting like, as it is in the lore, as it is in our beautiful literature, there they all are. And I'm
Just
starting to
snap,
knock
snap, snap.
tables over.
You're just like pushing chair.
As soon as the boat is ready, by the way, Rosie's gonna whistle because we don't have an agreed upon signal because we're ding dongs.
They don't have that sound down here typically.
No,
so
no.
yeah.
Oh yeah, bird.
Not a lot
noise.
of bird
bird.
noises.
They have a dark whistle.
Strix
noise.
won't get on the raft. She'll get on her broom and just like,
that's fine.
like,
That's
kind of just
safer.
be like, oh, like just hovering around, like, oh, this work.
yeah. Strix will be
know.
fine.
I'm gonna grab Cthulhu because he seems so dug in at this point.
Yeah,
I'm just
I was
gonna
say,
pull him away from this.
You don't. I was going to.
Yeah, maybe we both do it at the exact same time.
Both grab his collar.
It's like I wanted to, like, I could turn this around. I remember the prayer. I remember all of it, but none of this is working. Yeah, no, you have to drag me away.
Exactly. So tell me how the party transitions from the bridge with the boat down to the mouth of this
Is there a
rapid
slope?
river.
Is there
Yeah.
a
I mean,
slope
this,
at all? Okay.
along this edge, imagine that there's just a ridge of those tiny shops
Mm-hmm.
and crafting areas. Just behind them, the bridge of all these Wrangler Noroth districts sort of curves down to the land that it's attached to on each side.
Okay.
A perfect launch.
Yeah, that's what I'm gonna push the boat about halfway in the water and wait till everybody gets aboard, and then push it off and jump in.
Yeah, so there's a significant drop between the level of the bridge you're on and the water below.
Okay. How deep is the water? Can I tell?
This is going to be near the shore of it, so
Oh, okay.
You're okay.
So probably then the thing to do would be we all just jump in, right? Like,
Yeah.
what else are we going to do? We got to just drop the boat and then all hop in
Yep.
at the same time.
Yeah.
All right. We do it poo stick style.
So you take this thing,
sticks.
and so you drop the boat off,
Yeah.
and it's like a paper airplane.
This is just
You just you drop it off, and it goes.
Oh boy, that's
Ah, dang
fun.
it.
Does it go downstream or upstream?
Oh no! It's just sort of taking its own sweet time. It's
Yeah.
like the way a leaf would fall.
I see. Okay.
Yeah. Please just keep going down.
Push it.
Yeah.
Thanks.
If you catch it,
yeah.
but it's like trying to push an umbrella in a windstorm. Like
Yeah.
it's just catching it 100%.
Rosie asks Strix, like, can you hold on to the boat for us?
And I can
so we all
try.
jump in. Yeah, it's
My
really
broom's
late.
also really shitty because she like did it wrong, and so the staff polymorphs into this broom and it like explodes sometimes.
That's
So it's just like once in a while. So
Yeah.
you're just
No,
holding onto
it weighs
And she's like,
it weighs nothing. It'd be like carrying a piece of paper.
okay.
down.
So she's just holding onto it. She's like,
Yeah.
I got it.
all right. Jump in, all of you.
Sure.
How big is the
Jump in.
boat? Is it
Right.
big?
It's big enough.
Big enough,
Get in there.
For
It's a big old raft.
Well,
Yes.
no, I'm realizing Clarkmore was around. Can you fit in it too?
No.
Well, then I say, distraction, boy! And then I jump in.
Clarkmore distracts them.
No, so
Got to do something.
you jump off. You're a distraction boy, and he goes and turns back.
Oh my
Yeah.
god.
And then it's just like as your eyes go below the surface, you just hear sounds.
Nice.
Wait, before we take off, I scream super loud, "Tasty!" And this little goblin comes running over the bridge, jumps off the side, and I like palm him.
Just catch him full round.
Yeah, exactly. He's my goblin friend.
You just catch him full round.
I'm so
and
glad
just
you remembered.
catch him, and then right on the shoulder like a baby.
Aw.
Yeah,
Bam.
And he's out.
Just
yeah. And
Oh no,
I
he's
tap
so
him like
sleepy.
this.
so
He's so tired. He was lost up there.
No, I know.
He was lost up there. He was eating shadow stuff.
I didn't say I would be a good goblin warden. I said I want a goblin.
We'll retcon this and say him and Clarkmore wandered off. And we're playing.
No, he's in the boat.
No, so he's in the boat.
Well, now he's in the boat.
Yeah. So
when we were in combat.
Strix is like, we have a lot of pets too. We had to eat one once.
Yeah, we got that kind
eat
of
ours
thing too.
so the natural inclination of the water from the Lake of Radiant Mists is starting to tug the boat with increasing speed into the mouth of these rapids. Shadow Council, may our labors please you. This is our break. Don't go nowhere, because when we come back, it's going to be whitewater rafting time.
Oh boy.
See. Hello, I'm Jerford K. Horkins. Welcome to Test C Teams. When last we saw our heroes, they had just entered the murky mouth of an underground pure excitement scenario. Lot of excitement. Everybody's getting cranked up.
Everybody's having a good time too.
Everybody's having a great,
Yeah.
exactly. Rosie B. Stinger, utilizing her powers of shadow that she learned from Saeed E07, was able to manifest from her staff of the master a massive boat scenario, the likes of which you've never seen.
Never.
Supple. You know what I mean?
Sure.
Nubile.
It's no, that's
Taut.
That's not it.
I don't.
And so,
Unsubscribe.
so the scenario is, as I've suggested, is that the natural current from the lake is starting to pull down this hill that we know leads this river down into the Middle Dark, which is where the town of Galadirth, and indeed the district Cthulhu is from Lower Galadirth, they're all situated down in that realm. Imagine it's like the moment, imagine a dark roller coaster,
Uh-oh.
right? Where it sort of starts out, yes, it starts out with the chunk, chunk. And then there's the moment where you are no longer engaged in a plan of any kind. Now you are simply at the mercy of a natural phenomenon. And that is the occurrence that has happened here. Now, hovering just over this boat, which you are free to name, is
Don't get attached.
is Strix.
The SS don't get attached.
Now, Strix, you are up high.
I was thinking of actually trying to like use it to be a rudder for them
Oh,
and just kind of
Yes.
like steer the boat
We
from
need
the
it.
back.
That's very cool.
that's very cool.
So she's got like one leg in the water and it's just like smashing against rocks. She's like, ow. And just like trying to like, ow.
Yeah.
Just like pushing it.
Yes.
I love it. I
She's
love
holding onto a broom.
it. So here's the situation.
I want to help her.
I don't worry. You will have an opportunity to help, and I'll
All
tell you
right.
how. It's like this. I need to know who is looking out in the front. I need to know who is on oars on left and right, and I need to know who is helming in the back. Now, it sounds like you want to be using your broom to help us fix any problems that we might have.
Yes. Yeah.
Exactly. Because you have a different perspective on this whole thing, having
Right.
the broom.
Right. So it's like, so I'm just seeing like rocks coming up like a video game and I'm just like, yeah. It's like, yeah. I'm like trying to push them to the side.
Exactly right. So to me, that sounds more like you're engaging in the sort of lookout position.
Yes.
Like you have a little bit of height, so you might be actually up near the front, holding on and sort of like pulling the boat
That's true. Yeah.
in different directions.
Yeah.
Right. So who's going to be at these rudders? So I think there's actually 3 oars then. She's going to be watching from the front, and then just like in a raft situation, there's a bunch of people paddling based on what they're being told to
Really
do.
need to do it, yeah.
So who's got oars and who is going to be driving on the back?
Oh, maybe there's 4 oars. Each person gets 1, and Walnut's really angry and is getting her frustration out with a double set.
Works for me.
Strong boy. Huh?
Yeah, you need to know it. I was going to ask, like, can my flavoring of fly work down here? Because I would want it. I mean, if Strix has it covered, that's fine. But if I can fly and do similar and get double the guidance, Or is that a thing that wouldn't work?
Well, here.
Oh, you know what? It wouldn't work because I can fly, but when I'm encircled by the tentacle, I'm numb. You would have to use me you'd have to attach me to the boat, and then I would tell the tentacle where to fly me, but I have no agency of my own in that situation.
Exactly. Well, here, let's
That
do.
sounds complicated.
It's all right.
maybe too
It's all
much,
right.
yes.
Let's do a round of these dangers. Right.
Yeah, I'm gonna be in the butt of the boat butt.
Okay, so
Boat
you're
ass.
basically you're going to be back there.
Yeah.
You're going to be basically have the rudder, which is perfect for Rosie, right? You're rowing, and you are watching for shit.
And
Right.
Rosie
it?
and Strix are shouting.
Oh, 100%.
Yeah, back and
You
forth
guys
to each
are
other.
basically like the bright seam that holds this whole fucking thing together.
Yeah, and I'm yelling boat terms at you, which Kate doesn't know, but Rosie knows a ton of them. So
Right.
it's like starboard,
Strix
man the
doesn't
ballast.
know any of those.
Strix is like, rock!
She's just like, Barbie, put us in the dead book. And so she's yelling like plainer can't at you.
Yeah, it's just like
we can't
it's like
understand
there's
each other
no,
at all.
But that doesn't keep you from communicating.
Right.
That's right. We
All
get
right,
it. We
so
get it.
all or people need a d6.
Ooh.
You need a d6 as well, Rosie, at the helm. Now, you are not an or person.
Oh, that's
Strix.
right. I just went to
You
grab
are the
some dice.
lookout. Why don't you grab your massive d20
yeah.
down there that we're flexing on today?
Mm.
All right. Now, your task, should you choose to accept it, is to find evidence of bad things that are happening and then yell those things out
All right.
to your friends.
This is just you played too much Sea of Thieves. This is what this is. Don't act like it's not what.
I'm
this.
Dude, listen, I'm having a great time. Now, here's what I need you to do. Tell me what kinds of skills you have that you think would make Strix, that is to say, good at this sort of crow's nesty type
All right.
role.
Well, she's scared of everything.
Okay.
She's hyper alert.
So hyper perceptive,
Yes.
basically.
Yeah.
Perception's a great skill, unless there's something else that you think that you can make a case for that
Oh, yeah.
you
I
think
mean-
might be superior.
Well, I would like to.
We're on the C team. We are very much about flavoring skills.
Okay.
I think that we used religion to serve cake.
Yes.
Yeah.
We used religion to serve cake, and I think that's like the high
Well-
point for the C team.
I have a pretty good survival
Survival would be
check. So
exquisite.
that because of me being afraid of everything, and I also got that for surviving 50 years in Barovia and bathing in blood and not aging.
Yeah.
So
What is your survival?
You need a lot of blood.
bonus?
it's +4.
Okay.
Absolutely. Well, here, listen. So you roll that. You add the skill that you like. I like perception or survival. I think those are both excellent in this case. Whichever one you
cool.
like best, whichever one is higher, because it give you a better chance to succeed.
Right.
You roll that, and I will tell you what happens.
Right. Okay. Let's do this. What's that? That's a 9.
Yeah.
So 9, 10, 11, 12, 13.
Okay, so you are hovering just above the water. Your hand is sort of back on the front of the boat nose, in bee stinger terminology. And you are basically tugging this craft. It's almost like a hydroplane in the front.
It's little wings.
You're lifting it up a little bit. Wings are doing their
little
goddamnedest, right? And you are assessing everything in your hyper paranoia that has not gotten any better since you arrived in the Underdark,
Nope.
right?
It just came from the Shadowfell.
Yeah, exactly. It hasn't gotten better. And you're seeing a lot of wrecked boats and rocks, and you're able to avoid all of these things, but you have missed the forest for the trees.
Oh no.
Because there is actually kind of it looks like it just might be an eddy, but there's actually a whirlpool
A what?
over on the right that is hidden, and now the boat is going right into it.
Ah!
So here's what we need. Helm,
Yeah.
I need you to roll your d6.
Okay. Can I take advantage on it?
No, because you don't need advantage for what you're doing.
6.
You have rolled a 6. Now, rowers, you need to roll a 6 also.
Can we take advantage?
Yeah.
You can take advantage if you like.
I
yes.
would like to take advantage. Oh,
So close.
nope.
Okay.
Show you how it's done.
5.
Out of 5.
You take advantage too? Or no?
Two.
You can.
I
if you want.
forgot.
I'm going to take advantage. That's a 2.
2.
Cornerstones all over again.
2. Jeez.
2.
Wowzers.
Adds up to 4 though.
All right.
Which is 2 away from 6.
Exactly.
Very lucky.
A little something for the podcast.
So the edge of this boat, like the rear right edge of it, is being sucked down into the bottom of this central whorl. You can just see the dark eye of this whirlpool down in the base. From your broom, you're able to tug the boat just out of it. Its incredible lightness is helping you here.
That's good.
And you're able to pop straight out and go in the front. Now, none of the 3 of you succeeded?
Don't think so.
Nope.
All right. Just a wave of ice cold Underdark river water splashes in on the party. So for this next one, you have disadvantage, which means you need to roll your dice 2 times.
Do I need to roll again?
No.
worse. Okay.
That was that first part. Now, everyone else behind you is soaking ass wet.
Oops.
Which 6? Your 6 or my 6? Who's 6? You have to communicate.
Stage right or
Have I ever mentioned that I don't even know if I've seen an ocean more than once, but I'm not sure water.
It's everywhere. Water is, you can't even water. All right.
got that wet dinar
Like I lived in Waterdeep and I never even went to the water. I don't. That's how much I don't understand this.
She's the right person to be guiding it. She hates water.
Yeah, exactly.
That's what we feel like right now. Okay.
So now that you've pulled it up and just over to the front of the raft is just skimming the water. I need another check for this next.
This is feeling more scary and familiar.
Surely good. surely healthy.
Is it bump, bump, bump?
I have disadvantage.
Wham. Not you, because you didn't get ice cold.
Oh, good.
Oh.
Yay, I never roll 20s.
No, Shadow Council. May our labors please you. Your servant Strix has delivered you a boon. Keep an eye on that in there. Cool presents from Level Up and Elderwood, both of which are at Emerald City Comic Con this weekend. You should definitely go and say hi. They have a lot of cool shit. I own tons of it. Now, so what you have done with that is you have actually wiped out their disadvantage.
Yes.
Right?
Yeah.
So now they have straight rolls.
Nice.
Oh,
I'm
God.
so scared
Yes,
that
yes,
I'm
yes.
just on alert.
No, and it's
scared.
good. So now it's just like,
Whirlpools.
yeah, exactly. So you're looking for whirlpools. You know that they're out there somewhere. You don't know what the source is. There's a lot about it that you don't get, but you know that you want to be ahead of it this time. You don't see any whirlpools, which makes you a little nervous. But you don't have a lot of time to be scared about it because the rocks that are coming up here are like they're like the back plates of a stegosaurus. Like these are rocks that eat boats. These are starveling rocks that long to feast on boat. Helm, what is the target number?
6?
No, you roll.
Roll again.
Oh, I see. Okay. Oh, I'm sorry. Sorry for rolling so
like
great.
this.
It's a 4.
4. All right. We have 3 rowers. What do we get?
I'm taking advantage again.
Okay, you should.
Oh, but I didn't need it.
Nice.
You didn't even need it.
Might as well roll
Maybe
again, see if
we
you
might
get
get a 20. Roll again.
Yeah.
Yo, you.
This guy.
What?
It's a 5.
That's a 5. Nice.
I'll also take advantage.
You're gonna.
You don't need to take advantage. It's already we already got the number.
Oh, well, only one of us needs
Yeah,
to
yeah,
take
yeah,
it? Oh, I
exactly.
assumed we'd all...
Okay.
That'd be hard.
Then skip.
Yeah, it'd be super bad. All right. So you are looking over at Cathris, who is engaged in some kind of a Socratic dialogue with his oar. Dinar is doing that thing where it's like you're paddling like mad, but you're not actually biting the water at all. But it looks like you're doing a lot.
Yeah.
It's mostly outside the water,
Yes.
but the form is right. But if it was a foot below, that's all we need.
He's breaking a sweat. It looks
Oh, yeah.
impressive.
It's like vascular.
Yeah.
So you're able to set things up. You're able to set things right with Rosie on the back steering. You're able to help navigate through this
I want to
nasty,
say
sharp forest of stones.
it's at this point that I remember that I'm scared of the water.
No! Is she really?
Yeah,
Almost
last time we were on
certainly.
a boat, she was
Yeah,
like
she's all
freaking
freaked
out.
out.
Well, she doesn't want to get up there, right?
She didn't want to be any part of it. But
Oh no.
whoops,
Okay.
that flavor's in
It's
there.
not water.
distraught from Omen, it distracted her.
Yeah, it distracted her,
Yeah.
and then it wore off.
Underdark water.
Yeah, you're right.
That's
it's different.
different.
It's true.
Yeah.
And the protective instincts over Tasty maybe kicked in.
It's true.
Yeah.
She's got her back on her back.
Tasty doesn't know what to do on this boat. He is just running around between everyone on the boat. This is
Mop my brow, Tasty.
Yeah, this
Mop my brow.
So
I'm
he-
encouraging him.
No. So he'll sort of clamber up onto the back, and he'll take a kerchief and just polish your forehead.
Somehow it's like more greasy than when it
Yeah.
started.
It's somehow gotten worse.
But
Perfect.
it's about the service.
He's gibbering words of "you think maybe" encouragement.
Aw.
You don't know 100%. You don't know 100%. Now, beyond this, I need another one of these rolls
Oh man.
from Strix.
Come on, be as paranoid as I know you are.
Can I bestow?
Hey.
Oh, okay, so that's
I
19,
forgot I was gonna say, but
20,
never mind.
21.
Can I
Yeah.
bestow my good?
23.
Thank you.
Yes.
Too.
That is quite good.
Yeah.
So you are able to. You're right at the front of this thing. You're just sort of like weaving in between these stones. You can tell that there are good, strong oars, cleverly applied, maneuvering the boat through these sharp plates. The issue that you see next is that you think that there are another range of rocks, but the closer the boat gets, you can see slight movement
Oh no.
on the stones, and you can see a light glint on a set of authentically moist red eyes.
And she just starts going, wee woo! That looks real bad!
So there are a number of creatures. I would
the number?
Well, I would describe them. It's dark.
I have dark vision, so I can. I
Yeah,
can
absolutely. It
See.
isn't like that. I'm just saying that like there's a bunch of
It's just a lot.
shadowy.
Okay, great.
Imagine like a demon crawdad,
Nice.
and that's more or less the situation we're
Okay.
talking about.
So
Alright.
a crawdad,
Yeah.
just a regular.
But probably big.
Regular ass crawdad.
Or is it like just like that?
If I
tiny.
see
No,
that,
they're massive, Cathris.
Crayfish. It's like,
if I see a massive creature coming up, I will try to polymorph it.
Ooh.
Oh, there's definitely a case here.
Okay.
So how do we want to manage this? We're going to need people to maneuver this boat, and who wants to come over and try to manage these beasts? Because when I say crawdad from hell, that's this. I mean, I have, if anything, I've undersold it. Massive claws that look as though they are mouths themselves.
Human teeth.
Face, yeah, eating just 10 babies at a time. No, these are bad fellows.
All right.
But you can just see the ice cold river water just washing over them, and whatever they've got down below is keeping them fixed right in the wake.
All right. And how many are there? Can I
There's
see?
3 that you can see.
Okay. I just go. I'll be right back. just I'll go like as far as I can above them,
Yeah, I love it.
and I'm going to.
We're getting back into it.
Yeah, I'm going to twin spell polymorph
Whoa.
on 2.
oh, 2 wands.
The old twin spell.
Yeah, I don't have a wand.
So what are they? What are these
Wizard
entities
shit.
being polymorphed into?
I usually go for chickens because I like them, but it makes me kind of sad that they're in the water. So maybe I'll go for ducks.
Aww.
Just some little mallards.
The chickens of the sea.
Yeah,
Yeah, basically.
just some little mallards or baby ducks.
I love it. And your spell save is 16?
16, yeah. Baby ducks.
On baby ducks.
Yeah.
You were able to get one of them.
Good. It's a baby duck now.
Yeah. So the two that are sort of like their job is clearly just to catch boats
Right,
for the other one to eat.
right.
And one of them just immediately sort of like warps and twists down and then just Yeah, little orange feet, little orange feet going wild underneath.
But now we have space a little bit, right?
Exactly,
Okay.
exactly, and that's definitely going to help us.
All right.
So who's going to move to lookout from Or?
Because I'm going to try and distract the other two.
Oh, absolutely.
So I'm just like, hey, me, please. Like, hands are on fire. Like, throwing my staff around like the T-Rex, like in Jurassic Park.
Yeah.
Same.
Just like...
One of you two. I'll go strong boy mode and take 2 oars.
Okay.
Okay.
I can do it.
Okay.
All right, so you're navigating,
Oh boy.
and I'm Jurassic Parking
Yeah.
up in
Up
the
top.
sky. Yeah.
The
wanna roll it?
hide.
Yeah, exactly.
Well, I don't know. Oh boy.
Oh, I was using survival. Do you have?
What would I have that would be good?
Yeah, you got all
could
kinds
use
of good stuff.
nature.
Mad perception.
You could
The
use nature
biggest
too.
number, yeah.
Oh, nature that I.
Because that would be nature. They're creatures.
Yeah. I don't
Water
think it's
is
that
nature.
weird. Yeah, water's very natural.
Yeah.
Water is nature.
No, I get a
Water is
+4 to
the ocean of
survival.
the
Put it on a shirt.
Let's just
Water
do
is
survival.
nature.
Yeah.
I can get an 11.
You can use your.
Yeah. Can I?
Retroactively.
Retroactively.
Yes.
Well, I didn't know if we have.
Oh, totally. Yeah.
I didn't know if I could do
No,
that.
you got snuck in on this. It's fine. Yeah, you can roll again.
No, not that I wanted to roll again. I meant, can I use forest friends?
Oh, absolutely. Are you kidding? Yes,
Okay.
easily.
So-
I want you to tell me about these forest friends. And so it's
Yeah.
So forest friends is whatever is
Around.
around.
Yeah.
So what are you trying to get?
Okay. What I want is to summon up a bunch of whatever the fish adjacent creatures are that dwell here, and I want them to surround the boat and just be like a buffer to just slippery us by.
Like the,
Or maybe they're really tasty. Maybe there's big ones around. I don't know. And maybe they're tasty and the crawdads want those. That's for the DM to decide what would be really cool.
Yeah, exactly.
it's the carp version of Woodman's Shield in
Yeah.
Man 2.
Yes.
Carp man.
Yeah.
So
From the deep fish.
yeah, exactly. Oh yeah, the deepest fish.
Thank you.
Right. So you're moving up. You're sort of hanging on to the front of the boat. You can see one of these giant demonic crawdads twist away and become a friendly duck.
Yes.
And then you see 2 more just sort of rising like sort of statues in the river. And then you basically put the call out. It's a casting call for whatever local creature
Get it? Casting.
yeah, is available. And then sort of like bobbing up in front of the boat, you look down, and then you can just sort of see like a glimmering silver fish. And then it has 2 like firm fins that come out on the side. And it sort of turns, it like turns in the water, and you can see that it's all eyes. Like the entire front of you don't even know where the mouth is.
I knew
It's
it was
just
going to be a
all
nasty
kinds
fish.
of sightless orbs, milky.
Gross.
But here's the most important thing about these creatures is that they adore you and they want to support you. They want to protect.
They do. They want to protect,
also
not
want to
attack.
No, not
also
well,
wanna
no. They want to not you. They
Not
want to
me,
attack.
though.
But so they rise up, and the boat sort of is lifted up on the backs of you don't know how many of these things, and they are, and you can just hear like it sounds like imagine if you filled like a frosting tip with Jello.
Oh, I don't like where this is going.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. Just like
Yeah, and just imagine just squeezing out
Oh.
whatever that sound would be. Is that Alyssa doesn't like this sound? What?
Like
What
a
are you
squelch.
talking about? Yeah,
Squelch.
exactly. And the oars are not even biting the water. Like they have basically made, the double crunch. What do they call that? It's from Taco Bell.
Oh yeah.
Crunchwrap Supreme.
Crunchwrap Supreme.
No, it's the one that's like it's got an outer
Cheesy
hull
gordita
and then
crunch.
an inner.
Yeah.
What is it? It's got the tortilla, and then it's got the beans, then it has the hard shell,
This episode's sponsored
Double
by.
wrap.
or maybe vice versa.
Double crunch.
Welcome to Taco
Double
Talk,
something.
everyone.
Is it
The crunch.
It's just
the double crunch?
I don't know what it's called. It's
If
my
any,
favorite.
whoever
Force meal.
named the most has the most shame in their heart. I'm just saying.
So, but essentially, it's made another shell around, like below the boat's hull. That's all fish.
Carpe diem.
Womp
And so
womp.
it, they are moving the boat with expert skill, and then other ones are leaping from the water right at these demonic crawdads.
Love it.
Till they're so full they don't want to eat.
No,
Couldn't possibly.
no.
It's right into their mouth.
And it's just an endless amount.
Yeah.
Like imagine like a chain link, and it's just kind of just winding inside their belly. Except every link in the chain is a living fish.
Gross.
That's
Yeah, it's gross.
that's what happens.
Awesome.
It's no. You see the great claws of the creature just against belly. Oh, so man, I couldn't possibly. So they're just being pelted. They're just holding these claws up like this, and the boat is basically just like cresting on this silver wave of moist fish.
Sweet.
Great.
And
Watching this from the sky.
and their
disgusting.
evil eyes. Yeah. It's like I mean, at a point, the boat begins to move in a way that is not 100% in line.
Flopping a little
Yeah,
bit
exactly.
on the backs. Yeah.
Cersei's like, I didn't need my help for that.
No, it's like the wheels, like when you're going and the airport security line.
Just
It's just just over like a conveyor belt of fish. So you're able to get through these devious challenges and pull the rest of the way through. It's a fairly significant trip the rest of the way down, but the worst of it really is up high, where delicious creatures from the Lake of Radiant Mists move down and are devoured by the creatures there. So you were able to, you travel for quite a ways down this river, and your suspicion, based on what Cthulhu has told you, is that Galadirth is going to be west of you relatively soon.
Okay.
It's going to be time to move this contraption off of the river and get out there.
Do we see the city walls? Close?
Yeah, it's much because you've been able to see it and this is super important cultural information for you, Cthulhu. Every second you are 100 feet closer to this place. Like it's getting massive
yeah.
in your field of vision.
I was hoping that because I left when I was relatively smaller, that it would seem smaller. Like when you go to your parents' house and like the bathroom counter wasn't as tall as that. No, it's just as big as it's an adult city. It's for grown men and women.
Yeah, and the spiders they love.
Yeah.
If Strix sees that Cthulhu is scared, she'll just start handing him snacks from her robe.
Define snacks.
Yeah.
Just she's got cookies and stuff in
It
there.
doesn't matter.
Well, she's way into baking.
Yeah,
What
she
they
loves
are.
baking. They're really good.
Oh, nice.
I'm just
She
pounding
probably
them.
she had them. They're really stale because they've been in the Shadowfell for who knows how long. But she's just trying to help everyone.
But you're just eating anything she's offering you.
Yeah, it's
Nervously
just like,
chewing.
One of them wasn't a cookie.
thank you for
It's just in this chain of circular foods.
yeah,
Exactly.
take it.
She was like, "Wait, it's gone."
It's just like a cork coaster. He chews that one for a good lump.
Yeah, it's just a little more time spent on it, but it goes down. Yeah.
Oh man.
It goes down good. It was close to the other cookies for a long
Yeah,
time.
it was.
Right?
Mm-hmm.
So there's almost like a winding area, a little shoal where the water is easier.
Yep.
And you think it would be a trivial matter to
Okay.
get
I
scooched.
birth us up there. Thanks. Boat words.
You heard. Now, you were able to pull it out there. You don't think that there's a lot of traffic here. this doesn't seem like an especially well-trafficked region of this. You know that this river just continues down all the way to a massive body of water south of Galadirth, but it's not wide enough for commercial use. I mean, it's good enough to secure, as a source of water, but it isn't something that you could use a lot, and then getting back up it would be virtually impossible.
No,
so
there's no point. Yeah.
No, it's not really a thoroughfare.
I'm happy to take my time if you've secured the boat.
Oh, it's not secured. It's going to be turned back into my stuff.
Yeah.
Okay, but that's even better. So, we get out, I assume, and then I'm taking a lot of time acting like I'm securing it.
I'll let you.
Looks good. All right. Well, I better make sure this
make sure
is.
it's tied really good there.
I should, and I
Yeah,
will.
you should.
We really need to stay here and check out this boat and make sure there's nothing going on with the boat.
Strix has already walked away. She's like, so you guys, she's just like, who I gotta kill in here? And she's just like walking towards the city. She's trying to hustle this along so she can get back to her party.
She's like, come on, folks.
Yeah. She's just like picturing them all dead.
The city is a pretty substantial space west of this. Like it's in the distance. You can see it, but it'll be a bit of a walk from here.
Are you still? Do you still appear as a drow?
Yeah.
Okay.
I mean, she looks pretty much the same. She just is more drowy.
Yeah.
We should all get on the same page.
Right.
Are we going in guns blazing, or are we going to try to do this espionage?
Espionage.
It's a city. I don't think we can go
Yeah,
like that.
we have to go in sneaky.
Yeah, ideally we get into the city without encountering a guard. I don't think that's possible. I know what they like to do down here. So I'm going to have to pretend that you guys are some contingent of mine. We have reason for being down here. Maybe we are looking for heretics. That should play well.
It's on brand.
Yeah.
Well, we have 2 drow.
For a while longer.
Mouse me.
You're double drowning.
Oh, right.
Yeah, you guys were going to go.
Because I'm not humanoid. Dinar's too big. You need to put a cloak on him. It's obvious. He's a big walking around mountain down here.
Right.
So I got to be mouseified.
And my plan was to just be like your young ward, like a priestess in training.
Okay.
No rat?
No.
You don't want to be a rat.
No, I don't want to be a rat.
You want to be a mouse.
I
Anything
thought it
other
was a
than a
chipmunk.
rat.
Yeah.
What's wrong with rats?
Rats and pigeons. What? Pigeons are dirt rats. What? And rats are flying. No, pigeons are flying rats.
So I polymorphed Dinar into a rat.
This is so bad.
Instantly.
And he gets so mad. He's like, "Ugh, this was the one thing I didn't want to happen.
But it just kept
No, but it's the rat, and it's just like, but it's like the shrug, but it's like a rat.
Strix is just like, good. So
I
insulting.
go for a bite. I do a small bite.
Like I haven't been bitten by a rat before. There's probably 7 in my row.
I bite her because I don't want to be a rat.
Oh, yeah, we're going to get him mixed up with Strix's rats.
Yeah.
good.
Oh, jeez.
You know what? Maybe
He's
one of
the
those
only-
is better.
He's the only belligerent rat we have. All right, so I polymorph him into a rat, and then I look at Tasty, and I go, okay, Tasty, your job is that you're gonna have to carry me and the rat. That's your job, and then you follow.
This guy.
You follow her.
Yeah. I can reach my hand out of Tasty and be like, you are now my goblin ward, and I am a drow.
Yes.
Or something.
You listen to what she says.
That's spooky,
And then-
spooky, spooky.
I wild shape into a weasel.
Nice. So we have an assortment. We have a kind of menagerie.
Yeah. And you two are secret rodents somewhere on either Strix or Tasty's person.
Weasel are mustelids. They're not rodents.
Reluctant rat.
Sorry. I'm genuinely
Thank
sorry.
you. Thank you. And I accept that.
Okay, so let's approach the gate.
All right, so I'm going to hold Tasty's hand.
And I have my cloak that I stole from one of the drow pulled over my head. It's trailing very long behind me.
Right.
Absolutely.
It's like all right, good, we've done good work. Now we're going to continue our cleansing work in this city.
Right. I can't wait to learn more from you, Mother.
I have so much to teach you.
Drow.
I'm not going to talk because I don't speak Undercommon.
Yeah.
I can speak Infernal, so I'll just speak in Infernal.
Oh, that's good.
Exactly. Josh, would you please tip my cauldron?
Again?
Right.
Dad, no.
No, Dad. No. So the the party has recently adopted all of its new forms, and you're prepped. You're ready for 100% success in a radical new venue. And obviously, I, as your dungeon master, support that 100%. That being said, the cauldron was tipped by Whitefire, and so I am powerless to do anything but to reward the Shadow Council. Now, there is a group coming along the road east out of Galadirth, a group of 7 Durgar, which are the dwarves of the Underdark. Generally speaking, recognized, tough, surly, evil.
They look drunk? Are they drunk?
You think that one of them might be drunk, but not generally. And the leader of this band says, "Listen, we don't got to make this a big thing." And one of them behind says, "Yeah, it doesn't got to be no big thing."
Oh boy.
He's the drunk
Oh,
one.
jeez.
And the one in the
man's
front
always the
says,
drunk.
"Here's what's going on. We've got bargains. You've got gold. There's got to be some way we can put these things together."
Okay, this is fine.
Oh, all right.
Thanks, Josh.
This is just a surprise vendor in the dungeon.
No, that's one of the things that we can get.
Excellent. Whew, okay.
So the 7 of them, I mean, they are brandishing like this is this has got to be the most bizarre marketing enterprise you have ever seen.
Strix is like, buy me something to help my party.
Yeah,
Yeah.
what you got?
Yeah, absolutely. And
She's like desperate. She's like, please, we're gonna die.
absolutely. Honestly, this
What you buying?
just OOC, as they say. Yeah, this is probably going to help you a lot. It's actually really lucky that this happened, and that happened, and then this rolled the way it did. So the 7 of the leader is like almost taken aback. Like you think he expected this to go a different way, that he might have to kill 1 or 2 of you and then bring the rest back to the store, but it turned out fine.
Yeah.
And they're armed. I mean, they're armed like a war band. Like they're ready to, like you would send a team like this into a dungeon to get another party that had died there. So they take you back, back up the street or back up this eastern road, and then off a little bit near a rocky outcrop, sort of on the
Would we have gone with them at that point?
eastern hill.
Okay.
Well, no, and you can see back there, you see something authentically strange and new. And I could not be more pleased that that happened, and then I rolled merchant because I didn't know if I was going to have a chance to use this or not. So, you see what looks to be a stalagmite on a cart with wheels.
It's on the cart.
Yeah.
Okay.
Strapped around the stalagmite on one side is a bony outcrop that you think must be the limb of a large creature, except it is all the way down to the white bone.
Mm-hmm.
And as the party approaches, you can see that at different points around this this stalagmite, this central cone, there are windows, and some of them have chimneys and smoke coming out. And you can see that as the party approaches with the sales force, you can see that like a truffle pig almost, you can see the clawed hand of the bony outcrop, like padding around, like imagine that it had lost its keys or something. It's padding around on the ground, and then it puts its fingers in and then begins to drag the stalagmite closer to the road. And then it lays down its hand.
Yeah.
And then you can hear like doof, 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 doof. Doof, 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 doof. Doof, doof, doof. And the front door opens, and you see a young drow woman inside.
Okay.
Who emerges and says, "Did they rough you up?"
No, they were very polite.
She says, "Sometimes the first thing I have to sell people is healing potions."
That could also be the first thing you sell us.
Yeah.
Strix just goes like crappy.
She says, "I'm moral. Let's do this correctly. I like to create a relationship with the customer." Madam, grandmother,
Yes. Hello.
moral,
Moral. Very nice to meet you, Rosie.
Rosie.
Apgar.
All right. Disguises.
Apgar. He says, "Okay."
He's a rat.
I'm a rat.
Oh yeah. No. It actually doesn't stop her.
No, I was gonna try to sneak in and steal something. I wanted to, in rat form, steal something.
No. She'll kneel down
Oh,
and shake her
she's
little hand,
good.
and she says, "Moral."
Squeak.
There it is.
And she says, "Moral."
I'm Strix.
And shakes my little weasel hand.
Yeah.
I'm the goblin.
Couple pats.
Oh yeah.
Couple pats. And then she puts up a fist for Tasty.
Nice. Nice.
Everybody likes tasty.
And she says, "It is my great pleasure to invite you to my shop. In what way can I be of service?"
My party's dying. We're in the Shadowfell. There's an evil ring. I thought about cutting off his hand with scissors, but I don't know if that's gonna work. There's a lot of bone in there.
Start
Big
the wrist.
scissors. Yeah. Big scissors.
Yeah, there's also 2 Shattered High Assassins. Oh, and an army of snowmen. And maybe a dragon.
What?
My life is bad, okay?
What she didn't preface this with? Settle a bet for us.
Indeed.
Having heard that, what wares would you sell a person in that predicament?
I would seek a mercenary force. I do come across them from time to time. I'm sadly out of stock.
That's, well,
Barring that,
barring that, yeah, I might have to leave soon. Just suddenly. Unwillingly, really.
She says, "Can anyone go with you?"
Objects can, but I don't think anyone can go with me. So I'm mostly thinking object. Some sort of object.
what about a dead body like my own?
I could carry a dead body.
Kiss
I don't.
sound tasty.
I don't think that works. 'Cause, like, when I disappear, I get like dragged through the ground and there's screams, and I don't know what's happening. So it's not. It's not really willingly. I have a bad family.
She
I
says,
can tell.
They might be ending the multiverse. It's fine.
yeah. She rubs her chin and she says, "Samite." And it's the one who was piping up in the back, but not the
hype
one who
man.
is in the front. She says, "Come here." And he says, "Why?" And she says, "Come here." And so he walks up chastised, and she goes in to her spire and comes back out with a potion. And then she tells him to drink it. And then he pops the cork and looks inside for a little while. And then he's going to put his finger in, and she's like, "No, I didn't say touch it. I said drink it." And he drinks it. And from the mouth out becomes a creature of stone.
Oh.
She then hands you a potion and says, "If you break this over him, he shouldn't be an object anymore."
Oh. But I can't. He's really big. I can't carry that.
Hold him close.
Okay. Yeah.
Sleep with him. Sleep with him like a teddy bear.
She'll just take the potion. Can I get some of those healing potions too?
Oh,
I don't want to be greedy.
Absolutely. And she's like, how are we paying today?
It's like that thing at dinner where everyone puts their card out, but she just pulls out some moths. Just like throws them. Like
I think you'll find this quite adequate.
It's just
As she's counting it, like 1, 2, 3.
she's like, I'm pretty sure you can put it on Omen's tab.
It would be a write-off.
We have
Business
some
expense.
in our travels. We have some disgusting coin from above ground, but it is gold. Do you can melt it down?
no, gold is quite acceptable.
Okay.
The shape of it is not.
I haven't been home in a long time.
Yeah. the shape of it is not really of interest to me. It spends quite well here, as you'll find. Now,
Strix feels really guilty, but she's like, I'm learning how to ask for help.
It's really growing.
right, now she says, now how else can we solve your problem?
I don't know. She just starts crying. She's being too nice to her. So she's like, she thinks she's going to get stabbed at like any moment. She's like, I can't help anything. Everything's bad. She's like curled up on the ground. Do you have anything that can stop time? She like says from the ground.
Yeah. How long?
A couple seconds, just anything. Just to take a finger off.
Okay. All right. She says, well, you have to understand, a lot of my wares come from Galaderth directly. I have access to the wares of many of the high houses in Lower Galaderth and beyond. Ever since the reclamation of the Outer Wards, everything outside is a ruin. But obviously, my good friends here can help me raid these places. And so I have a very, very novel selection of goods. I can stop time for 2 seconds.
That's all I need.
All right.
That's all I need.
It's not gonna be 4 moths.
She like keeps digging. She's like, cookie? Just like pulling things out.
How much is it gonna?
Yeah, what's
How
the
much is it gonna
What's this
be?
gonna set us back?
Yeah, what's the
Strix does not understand money, by the way. And she hears people talk about it, but she does not understand because the only thing that she did was turn in dead bodies for whatever she could get it sick and single.
What a great position to be in, because Cathris manages the money and also doesn't care about it at all.
True.
How much? I'll drive a hard bargain. Trying to put on like a front.
Yeah,
To
exactly.
do commerce. Yeah.
Exactly. She says, well, let's see. I mean, we have one animatable Durgar warrior.
I see a chip on the side. Can I get 10% off?
This is the floor model.
Yeah, exactly. She skips.
Doesn't understand money, but knows how to drive a bargain.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Well, she did it with dead bodies. She was like, this one's fresh.
Yeah.
Yeah, exactly. She has a pocket watch that can be used to stop time for 2 seconds. At which point it becomes too hot to touch. These two things together, if there aren't any other solutions that you'd like to peruse.
Squeak, 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 squeak.
Yeah.
He's fine.
Haha, that rat and his noises. Now, let's continue the business.
Yeah. It's like 450 gold, I feel like, should suffice for these.
Hoof. Wee wee wee.
Let me confer with my weasel.
Oh my god.
This is Omen's fault. We're just gonna fork it over. Let's see what else we can use.
And then she understands what you're getting at. She goes wee wee, and then just starts writing a write-off form, and it's like
Strix is just sitting there like a kid at like a toy store when like their parents are buying them something really expensive that they like cried for.
Yeah.
And they look like really upset about it, and the kid's just getting it anyway because they just want them to be quiet. And she's just like
Singing into herself.
I hold up a form for Strix to sign.
Oh, I'm not touching that. No.
Yeah.
And then she
No.
looks at it and
Contracts
she
for
goes,
me,
she goes, oh, okay. Or like looks at her and nods and then just really sheepishly forges
Just
a
fine.
terrible
Fine.
signature.
I'm not signing anything again.
Smart.
It's
It's
over.
just like it's just a
over.
witch hat. That's
Oh
all
yeah,
you can
it's a
manage.
witch hat.
Yeah.
That's it.
I love that Walnut would respect someone who doesn't sign a contract.
Yeah.
It's like, you're
No.
smart.
No.
Yeah, you read it. You read it. And Moral says, so what are you contending with exactly on the other side of this?
Well, what was happening exactly?
Yeah.
So our bard put on the Ring of Winter. Have you heard of the Ring of Winter?
Yeah.
Yeah, so he's wearing it, and he's in the Shadowfell, and he's trying to make a new domain of dread, like Strahd. Have you heard of Strahd?
Friends don't let friends wear the Ring of Winter. That's
Well,
like,
we tried that, but he really wanted an ice bird, so that's why he did
That's not
it.
good enough. I don't think that's a good enough
You
reason.
know, it's probably not a great situation, but we respect his decisions, and now I have to chop his hand off. So I only need 2 seconds to get in there and take my scissors and cut his finger off, and then Misty step out of there, and there's still an army of snowmen, 2 Shadowkai assassins, the entirety of the Shadowfell, maybe a dragon. Our rogue is also only has like he's dying. He's death curse. He has like the death curse. You know, have you heard of the death curse? Yeah. So I don't know what timeline it is, but we still have the death curse, which is also really bad. And she's just like continues to say, we also have these worms in us, so we don't have souls. Well, we have souls, but we got worms shoved in us, so we have evil souls in us in case we die. There's also mercy killers after us. We killed one of the mercy killers, so the mercy killers are after us, and she's still going. And she's like, there's also these 2 families. There's the Skizzics and the Lurkava. If they get together, then that means the world ends, universe ends, the multiverse ends, and we accidentally did that too. So that's also happening, and she's like, she's still going. She's just going. Also, Strahd. Oh, the Strahd puppet showed up again. We killed a child and put Strahd into a puppet with a hag pin, and now
out from behind the stalagmite crawls a creature with no eyes, just taut skin in the mouth. I mean,
I grab onto the dwarf.
No, we're conducting this merchandise exchange now.
Yes.
I fork over that coin.
Fork over the coin. She gets to watch.
it comes over. It just crawls up on the dwarf.
I'm grabbing for the watch. I'm like, just
It's trying to bite and bite.
tell Omen I'm sorry, and I will see you guys next time.
I will not tell him that.
She's like holding onto the dwarf.
Another one comes back out.
She's
They're
taking
like-
a healing potion.
Oh,
Just
exactly.
Just like,
They're biting and nipping, and she's like just open up, and then she uncorks a.
oh,
She's like, don't tell me you've never done this before, and then just pours it straight down. Here.
Whoa!
Oh, wow.
And time is up.
Yeah.
All right.
Sound those beasts make.
Yeah, get back 22 hit points.
yes.
Yay!
That's about all I have.
And so they are like nipping and scratching at the ground below you, like they bite into the
I
solid
feel like
earth,
this is getting worse
And then-
every time it happens.
and then they just peel up the skin of the earth, and then your toe starts to sink into it, and then the dwarf is coming along with you, like the weight of it, and then the weight of him on top just pushes you straight down through this hole,
Whew.
and she falls straight through the earth and is gone. Shadow Council, may our labors please you. I want to take a moment to thank our good friend Strix for rolling over. Hopefully we set up Strix for a success over in Dice Camera Action, her normal campaign.
if Chris will let me use
Indeed,
it.
and he will. He sends people with shit into my campaign all the time.
Yeah.
Hey, listen, we're going to jump out real quick. We're going to come back for some table talk. Don't go nowhere.